power, pressing on the coward. Battery is here to stay. Smashing through the boundaries, lunacy and boundary. Cannot stop the battle ray. Pounding out aggression, turned into obsession. Can I kill the battle ray? Can I kill the family? Battery is found in me. Battle ray. Battle ray. Pushing on deceivers, smashing unbelievers, never-ending potency. Hungry by the seekers, beating up the weaker, breeding on insanity. Smashing through the boundaries, lunacy has found me. Can't stop the battle ray. Pounding out aggression, turned into obsession. Can I kill the battle ray? Can I kill the family? Battery is found in me. Battle ray. Battle ray. Destruction, I'm a ghost crushing power of the melody. Whipping up the fury, dominating flurry, we create the battery. Smashing through the boundaries, lunacy and boundary, can't stop the battery. Pounding out aggression, turned into obsession, can I kill the battery? Can I kill the family? Battery is found in me. Battery! 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 Battery!
Bitch, I'm dead fresh. I might pull up in a casket. You be looking sweet like a fucking fruit basket. Spit a couple raps, I get a check and Johnny Cash it. I smash it, I let your mama rock my sunglasses.
I don't think nobody gonna fuck with me like I do. Look at me killing the motherfuckers always talking, but damn it, I'm hot too. That means I don't give a fuck.
Yo, I wanna stunt. I make your salary thrice in a month. I pay your daddy to roll up my blunts and he blow your allowance to pay for my lunch. You ain't with the shits. 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 Ramirez with your bitch. Whoa.
Right in the back of the truck with the pump of the mascara in my face. Double the Glock as I rip through the flesh. Inside of the cutty, one thing on my waist. Kicking the dope, put me to the safe. Fucking the buses, I went to the place. He's sticking missiles, I load up and hit you. I carry the coffin and drop in the grave.
You ain't with the shits. 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 Booyah with your bitch.
I'm in my zone, I'm in my element. That's daily regimen. I'm pulling up the grave at mama house with perfect etiquette, little bitch.
Hey mom, look, the boys are back in town. Little bitch, fuck that. They been trying to kill me cause my buck's fat. My new bitch so thick that I got lost up in the butt crack.
I'm ready to get my gloves back. Hop back in the ring and I run that. Fitted them off their love pack. I'm about to be getting my funds back.
Smoking up on that swamp sack. Cut back in the lack of the Prozac. Pippin' these bitches, I'm breaking them off as I'm hanging up off my nutsack.
Baby bone, got a bone to pit with you. Yeah, hold up, Ricky Bobby, I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew. Yeah.
You ain't with the shits. 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 Trippy with your bitch.
Whoa, my mozzarella marinara. Put that shit up on my pasta.
I just got the Panamera, only flexing cause I got to.
Blow so dope, I made a water. Shark boy to the Lordner.
Come here, brother and daughter. Puffin' the indica harder.
I just fucked your bitch in the back of my 96 DeVille.
Whoa.
Hey, bitch, I'm dead fresh. I might pull up in a casket. You be looking sweet like a fucking fruit basket. Feel like I'm Houdini when your sister let me smash it. I dive up in the coochie, handcuffed for 10 minutes, blindfolded, then escape. That's magic, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all know about that old Young Gravy. I know JM's got all the Young Gravy catalog down there. He listens to it frequently. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Oh man. Says Naughty's buzzed off them beers. Yeah, I saw Naughty was live a little earlier. Naughty's been doing some drinking. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Oh, there he says, drinking cold beers in the pool. Hell yeah, a little 3 a.m. drink sesh for Naughty No Legs. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Let's see. Let's give everybody some shout outs here. What up? A15 guy, my guy. What's happening, man? True Texan, what's going on? T-Dam is here. Damn Yankee, hello. She says, hashtag I stand with the gotcha man. Amen. There's Unc. What up, Uncle Will? Let's see. Who else we got? Shady J. What's going on, Shady? Aftermath. Amen. There's Janie AR-15. What's up, Janie? How are you? The old grease monkey. The mechanics in the building. Going into the in the Marine soon. I think I saw Semper Fi, sir. Semper Fi. Let's see. Platinum Pyro. What's up, man? Coco Pop. Hello. Who cares? He says, snort coke and YouTube all night. Hells yeah. Let's fucking go. No, unfortunately, that sounded a lot more exciting than what I've been up to. Let's see. Who else is here? There was Naughty's message. So, Hadfield McCoy. Hadn't seen you in a while, Hadfield. Hope you're good. There's old coronavirus. Who did what? I don't know, man. Stick around and see. Who else is here? I was telling Naughty No Looks to check his Instagram. Oh, we got the world famous Charlie Buckets in the building. What's up, Charlie? Crow Media. Who cares? Who does care, for real? He says, stop Mike Endicott's corruption. You know, you're not going to dictate to me. Now, you're a little stoned right now. Who else is in here? What up, Drew? Let's see. There's Nana or Nana, Psychoville, aka Leah. What's up? Just Lori. Hello. Good to see you. There's D's. We don't know D's what. Let's see. Did I just see something? I saw, Bambi just said she's pretty. Oh, okay. I listened to Bambi a little bit for the first time yesterday. And, oh boy, she's, that was interesting, to say the least. September 30th. Oh, that's when you're going into the Corps? Cool, man. Congrats. I think JM here's son just graduated boot camp not too long ago. Are you on the right side of the country or on the West Coast, Grease? Like you going to Paris Island, or are you out to Hollywood? Let's see. Who else we got here? All right, that's it. Cool. Cool. JM, you here? You still watching? You still watching? Gotta. JM's a multitasker. I was on his panel yesterday, and every now and then you'll see 2 entries from JM, and it's he'll be like, cleaning the pool, or running down to buy a new car, or he might be going to like a peace treaty signing, or you just never know. And he'll do all of it live, and he'll check in here and there. And he's good like that. I think. What up, man?
What's up? I'm still trying to listen through it.
Yeah, he explained a lot, assuming that because of the nature of it, some people may be watching for the first time and not fully aware of the story. I know that Goose had shared it with his audience, the Static and Noise channel, which he's got like 20 or 30,000 subscribers, and those 2 communities don't really intersect. So I know they might be interested in it. So
I kind of want to call Mike Endicott and just fuck with him.
I would say that a lot of that has happened, and I can just say right now I don't condone that behavior, but I would certainly love to listen to that. What up, my digger? How are you?
I mean, it sounds like he's a complete moron.
Well,
and he likes to dictamate.
Don't you dictamate to me, JM, you son of a bitch. You're a little stoned. You're up in my face. You're up in my face, Johnny.
I wonder if anybody remembers that, because I still got that video somewhere.
I'm sure they do.
It's probably on the archives channel that Johnny likes to promote that belongs to me. And he knows it belongs to me.
Oh, shit, dude. Is you still got the backup channel, don't you?
Yeah.
If y'all don't know about that, somebody find that and TDM, see if you can track that down. TDM just said Indicuck is smitten with Johnny. JM's got a backup, or it's a Johnny archive channel.
Hang on, I can grab it.
You got it.
Let's see.
DA Dumpster Pumps. We got to call Shane and get him on the case down there. Look here, dude.
The tag on the channel is at the Gobbler Archives.
The Gobbler Archives.
All right, here it is in the back.
All right. I'll grab it.
There's some good ones in there, man.
Yeah. A lot of people forget a lot of them, man. There's just a lot of gold in those old videos.
505 videos on that channel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I got all those on my hard drive.
Uh-huh.
Well, if the channel ever goes away, they'll just be re-uploaded to another channel, which I actually did start making.
Yeah.
I think I've got another Gobbler Archives channel out there somewhere, but I'm not sure if I've even made the link public.
I just went ahead and pinned the Johnny Archive channel up to the top. It's too important to the movement.
Those are some classics.
Oh yeah,
classics.
Can you think of some all-time favorites?
Oh man. Well, there's a lot of the air conditioner files in there where Johnny used to go live sitting next to the central air unit.
Yeah, he'd have the damn chair
the whole time.
Yeah, Gotcha Man used to make some videos sitting out, next to one.
How's the Bob gang, y'all?
PVG. PVG. And y'all be sending your thoughts and prayers to Mike 12 Point as he's pulling hard time right now. He was able to go live for a little while. He got his battery charged up enough to go live for a little while last night. And
Drawing for Upchurch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got that one on there?
That's on there. That's one of them, yeah. It's
Is that the one where he's like, you can keep it. I don't want you to sign it or nothing. Send it back.
Yeah. It's
why don't you share that beauty with us real quick? Why don't we see some retro goodness this morning to kick us off? Oh, Corona, you like my ceiling fan, do you? Oh man. All right, let's see. Do you think I should cover it?
I ain't done.
No, it's on my. Well, I don't know
his
if John
content
has these.
I doubt it, but just in case, it's the audio that counts anyway.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Done with the drawing yet, but heard it so far. I just wanted people to see it. That
there we go. A little sneak peek.
Heard it so.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Remember when he did a drawing and he misspelled what was it he misspelled?
It was Creek Squad. He put Creek Squad, and that was part of the painting series.
Yeah.
And I gotta check. I know that the team, the squad, as we call it, I know that we have a few in possession across a few people, and there was supposed to be a mass burning of the Johnny Art, and I don't know if you remember this, but he was threatening JM to enforce the Artist Act of 1990 something, to where if you destroy a painting or something, you get in trouble.
Oh yeah, the artistic whatever it's called,
the artist, Of her, I just wanted people to see it, that it was me drawing it, because some people would say, "You didn't do that. You didn't do that." But look, hey, that's me, boy. That's me, brother. That's me.
Oh,
look here. Loving and living life.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am. It's for you, up church. It's for you, up church.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna fan mail it to you, whatever. I don't want it signed. You know what I mean? All these other people, they be thinking about talking about, hey, I'm gonna send this to you. Sign it. Send it back. No, man, I can draw this all day. It ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing to me. I forgot about. I just really did forget about how good I could draw. It's been so long. I used to win drawing contests all through high school. Martin Luther King Day, Christmas, Valentine's Day. I used to be a beast. Once I just sat down and I put my mind to it, never did have patience there for a while. 18 years in addiction, I was struggling. But you know what? I'm moving on up, boy. I'm changing my life. I got the Lord in my life. I might cuss a little bit, but hey, I repent every night for my sins. But, I ain't going to preach to nobody. Hey, I love y'all. Love everybody. And this is just for all the haters. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know me. That's how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we them holler boats.
Sing it, son.
Holler if you need something done. Holler if you need a chip on the shoulder or a hand with a loaded gun.
Yeah. Golly. Boy, I tell you what, that's
classics.
Johnny has left the world. You know, whenever Johnny checks out, he has left the world with just, let's just say he's left his mark. You know.
Yeah.
He's definitely left his mark.
God, money.
I saw a few people snuck in and got in the chat. But now there's Sooner History. What's up, Sooner? Been a minute, it seems. We've got Fuck Fake People is in the building. Good to see Fuck Fake People. I think Lori was here. She said while chewing crayons.
Remember the one where he slaps baby powder on his face and runs up and down the stairs?
That's the one he was doing cocaine, but what was it? He was
I'm gonna make $3,000 a month on YouTube.
What? I'm trying to remember, what was that video about? I can't remember. What's up, HK? MP5 guy. Dude, I didn't realize that they're HK, that we're importing a semi-automatic version of the MP5 now.
Yeah.
Like
military,
a legit.
I got a military contract.
Like a legitimate HK. There was always a bunch of like Turkish clones and stuff. Some were actually pretty good. What's up, Chanel?
There's a military contract with HK.
Miss Vicky. Do they? What? Not for an MP5s. Oh, is it?
No, it's this. I don't know what version of the HK it is. I have to get my son to tell
me. Probably their M4 maybe, or
I think it is
that G36, whatever that. They make like a 308 too, battle rifle. Yeah, HK is pretty cool, man. I've got a 40. It's only 40 I own though. One of the most popular pistols like 15 years ago was the HK 45 tactical. It used to be when the SEALs used to get guns. Now the SEALs just get whatever they want. Each individual person just they pick whatever their loadout is.
Yeah.
But it used to be the standard sidearm was the 45 45 tactical, and it was a threaded barrel, full size 45. But it came with like, it was a big ass like kit in a nice like soft case. It came with like 4 magazines, like 17 rounds, or no, it was 14 or 15 to 45. And it was an expensive gun. It also came with a tack light, I believe, as well. But it was an expensive gun, and the 45 was a popular one. Well, our local store got it in 40, and it sat there for years, and nobody wanted it because it wasn't the 45. And I made him an offer one day of $500, and he had marked it already down to like $950. I think it was like $1,200, and he took it just to move the damn thing to stop looking at it. Yeah, which I was surprised. I got pictures of it somewhere. TGIF, that's right. It is Friday. I highlighted Miss Vicky's comment. I don't know if I said hello to Miss Vicky, but if not, hello, Miss Vicky. We got Red Dog. Oh, that's right. Kid Rock. Do you watch much of the RNC, JM?
I did.
Yeah, it was
it was good.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
I was gonna drop out before too much longer.
Well, it made headlines last night. That one channel that Uncle Will always talks about, the Newsmax, they're already talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if that hits the mainstream today, that he's dropping out of the race. Not the presidency, but the race. I think he is done. I think that's where the whole COVID diagnosis comes in, because he said, if he got hit with a medical issue, that he would drop, and all of a sudden he has COVID, but yet he was jumping on Air Force One without a mask on with COVID somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's funny though, man. I noticed that obviously Joe was a little more with it at the beginning of his presidency, but once he got about 18 months in, almost 2 years, that's when cognitively you started to see things had gone downhill big time. Yet the media, you could find the gaffes online. People would catch it, record it, but they weren't really pushing it. That wasn't the narrative at the time. And boy, they've turned on him now. And I've noticed that the shit that they've gone back and they've released stuff that is old. Like, so they're dogpiling on him, man. Not only the current stuff that they're showing everything, all the gaffes, but they're going back and showing some of the older stuff. So just interesting to see. Each your own when it's time, right? But,
right.
But it's sad, man. They should have. I really don't think there's a whole lot left with the guy. Like, it was funny before. Like, I would kind of poke fun at it, and my girl's kind of a lifelong Democrat that's voting for Trump. She hates it, but that's what she's doing. So I'd give her a hard time about it. And now I don't, though, man. It's just kind of sad that they're putting him through that shit. Because it just seems like, that man's been doing this stuff a long time. I think it's time for him to enjoy the rest of his life, relaxed and shit.
My wife said last night, she said, I almost kind of feel halfway bad for the guy. I was like, no, fuck that.
I mean, I kind of do, man.
Fuck that motherfucker. He ain't done nothing good for this country since he got in office 50 years ago.
Yeah.
He's literally been in D.C. for 50 fucking years and has done nothing. He signed off on the crime bill. I mean, for fuck's sake, he was plagiarizing shit back in the 80s.
I didn't realize
shit.
I was looking some stuff up. I didn't realize that Pence was as big of a snake as he was, with behind the scenes basically being one of the spearheads on the damn Patriot Act and what was it, the national security. What was that other bill that they passed shortly after? Anyway, I don't claim to be an expert, but let's see. Hi, chick. What's up? Good morning. Somebody else had popped in here. Power Racing. What's up? You paid full. Yeah, just crazy. What did I missed Jason Aldean? He must have been earlier in the deal. What did Jason perform, or did he just speak?
I turned it off.
I mean, it was early, I think.
I didn't see him perform. I saw Hulk. Hulk.
Yeah, I saw Hulk. Yeah, Hulkamania.
And there's a song called "Trump Trump Baby" that's apparently getting to be pretty popular.
Instead of Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah, and apparently Kai is making rounds now because all the boys are, going gaga over, which is Trump's granddaughter. Her name's Kai, Kai.
Yeah, she's not of age, fellas.
No, she's not. So please keep your comments. PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the rest of them, what's her name? Melania,
Ivanka, Tiffany.
Trump been, I mean, he's picked them.
Picked what?
Women.
Well, those are his daughters. Well,
no,
Ivanka and Tiffany are. Did you see Barron, his youngest? He turned 18. He's like damn 6'8".
But Trump's first wife and Melania both are, not so much Ivanka now, but Ivanka years ago.
Wait a minute. You talking about Ivanka, his wife, or?
Yeah.
No, that's her name wasn't Ivanka's his daughter.
You sure?
Yeah, Ivanka's his daughter.
What was the first wife?
It was something like it was a weird name like that. Somebody will tell us in the chat. It was an odd name like that. I was looking. Yeah, his ex-wife did. She passed away fairly recently. I think she lived out in Vegas. Ivana.
Ivana, that's it.
Ivana, yeah.
Ivana, my bad. I was thinking that Ivana and saying Ivanka, but Melania's not bad looking.
Yeah, she's beautiful, man. She's classy lady too.
Mooney was married to that other woman briefly, like Marla.
I don't remember that one.
I don't think she changed her name. She didn't ever become a Trump. It was Marla something. Blonde.
Where was she after Ivana?
Yes, it was between Ivana and Melania. But it was only like a couple of years. I think they were married. They weren't married that long. Maples, that's it. Marla Maples. Yeah.
Marla Maples.
Yeah.
That name sounds familiar. What did she do?
Oh God, I don't remember. Oh, that was so long ago. She was an actress. I mean.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, she was an actress, and I think she tried to sing a little bit.
I mean, I recognize the name other than just being Trump's ex-wife, but
she's from Dalton, Georgia.
His kids, Eric has always been kind of a goober, and he did pretty good tonight, man. I thought.
Yeah, I'm seeing like you kind of watched along the you watched them grow up.
Yeah.
And kind of come into their. I mean, because hell, they're rich man's kids. I mean, they're gonna be spoiled brats. They're daddy's rich.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so she's Tiffany's mother, and then Eric and Don Jr. are Ivana's, and Ivanka are from Ivana. That makes sense. And then Barron's with Melania, so he got 3 baby mamas.
Yeah,
three baby mamas. Well, that sounds just perfect. 3 baby mama.
Ivana was Czechoslovakian.
Was she?
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me of that episode, man. Did you watch The Sopranos?
No, only a couple of them.
Oh my God, man. This one episode, well, Paulie and Chrissy always got into some shit. And there's one episode where they go to get this guy that's messing with them, and he's a Chechnyan army, a Chechen rebel, and they go there, and Paulie's talking, and they're like, and it was a Chechnyan that was in the interior defense or interior ministry, and freaking Chrissy's like, I don't know who he is. He said he was a Czechoslovakian. He said we went to his apartment, and he was supposed to be they said he was an interior decorator or something. He said the place looked like shit. Well, that's when they're stuck out in the snow, and Polly loses his shoe, and they think they're gonna die, and the only thing they have to eat is mustard packets. They're chasing this Chechnyan rebel. God, dude, that show is good. It had some moments. The cigar club that I'm
looking at airlines and hospitals and shit.
What's going on with what? Airlines and
hospitals? They're issuing global stops, and the airlines, the banks are down, 911 call centers are down, fucking hospitals and shit like that are like something's going on. I don't know what it is.
This is all today?
Mm-hmm. Right now.
Huh. I was gonna say the only thing I've seen, I did see where Biden was talking cyber attack. Biden was talking about, irrelevant, but they're saying with airlines now that government's gotten involved to where if they fuck up like anything, like they have to give you refunds now, like back to your payment method versus like giving you a free flight or credit or whatever. They're passing actually legislation on that. Yeah, I'll check the news and see if. Man, I'm telling you you talk about like another terror threat or whatever. And that's what it's a global outage, says Corliss.
Yeah, global. Mm-hmm.
Global tech outage hits airlines and businesses. Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike says that the issue that caused the airlines to ground flights was not a security incident or a cyber attack. A fix has been deployed. Of course, they always tell you that. I remember when I don't know if you remember this, but like it was probably back in the fall. Cash App was down all day, like all day, from like 11 a.m. until almost midnight, and it was, man, I forget how many. I didn't realize it had such a user base, but there was the word Cash App was hashtag on Twitter like some ridiculous amount of times, and of course people were making jokes like, "Hey, you know, I'm on a date with my girl for the first time, and I can't pay the bill now." And people were like, "I want my nuggies," talking about going to Wendy's and like getting gas. I mean, people were stuck. Like it messed a lot of people up. That whole deal. Do you know the dude that started Cash App was murdered, like straight up stabbed outside of his apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Actually, I think that trial is coming up. It was the brother of like a girl that he was kind of dating or some shit. I think he was Asian. Asians like to do shit with knives sometimes, man. Seems like Locust taking down airlines. Locust. What are we? We back to biblical plagues? Damn. There's no way.
All right, let's see what this one. This is the Butcher Holler video.
This is the second part of my video. This is where the coal miners worked back when Loretta Lynn's father worked in the coal mines. We're walking up to it now. I don't know how to turn my camera around the other way while I'm videoing. I mean, I ain't that smart yet. I'll figure it out, but we're walking up to it. Here it is. It was said back in the day, a few years back, that there would be people. That's why they closed this off right here, is because people would go down in there and play poker. I mean, now ain't that country? It is. It really is. But I love this place. It's such a memory. See? It's great. What name? The name of the coal mine? Okay. I'm going to go down and video the name of the coal. Look at that behind me. Woohoo! We got this, boy. I love this stuff. I live for this stuff.
Oh,
Me country. Oh, here's the other underground coal. Console mine. I can come up here and repaint the paintings on these. Console mine. Look at that coal miner. Ain't that awesome? But yeah, it was said that even this one, they would go down and play poker in these mines. That's why they sealed them off. Look at that. Console mine, yeah. Be back with y'all in a minute.
Anything from Nick Jr. to Eminem. But one thing that was jammed in my neck of the woods was Allison James.
That's right.
And the way Lane Staley
That's right.
you would make you listen. Face like at the time, and yet I fight, and yet that I fight this battle alone. But no one to cry to, no place to call home.
This morning, had old talk with up church, and
Oh, this is great right here.
pretty great, man. I mean, I got to open up and speak with someone that inspires me, you know, and I was glad of that. But I was sitting there and wasn't even paying no attention when I was talking to him, and smoked a whole joint. Usually I smoke a half of one, you know, but I ain't like up church or nothing. But he burned down probably all day and shit like my old lady does. She can't quit. It's hard to keep up with her, for real. But anyways, we pull up at the school here to pick up her little girl, which is my little girl too, and she says, I believe you need some Visine. I said, okay, all right, yeah, I think I do, because I'm pretty damn well lit. I got high before I knew it, talking up church. I guess that's just how things roll. But anyways, just wanted to share that with y'all, man. It's a great feeling to be able to talk to someone that inspires you. Just him telling me that the world, you know, sometimes the world throws you curveballs, and it's hard, but you got to throw back at it. And, you know, it means a lot. I appreciate it, man. I really do. You're a cool motherfucker. Skins for life.
Blackburn. Johnny Eagle. Won't you cry me?
Every time you go after somebody, every time you dock somebody on his behalf,
every time you do this and every time you do that, and you dox this one and you dox that one, it's a reflection of nothing, because it ain't his fault. It's whoever doing it fault. That's who it is.
it reflects on him.
It what? It flex. It what? What'd you say again? I didn't hear you. I got an ear infection. Yeah. I got a bad ear infection.
And I have a vanilla envelope that was
Vanilla, baby.
Go on this big? No, you go on that big.
about this thick.
Hell yeah.
Out of all your shenanigans.
What about use shenanigans?
Be on a grown man's 63-year-old man's social media demanding to come to his house.
Why in the hell would a 14-year-old girl demand to come to you's house? No.
That's a better question. I would say that's pretty lousy parenting.
Wow. Lousy parenting. Lousy parenting because someone caught you up in something. So they're a lousy parent now. You're on the top, big boy.
Because all of my content is clearly marked adult and R-rated.
I know guys like this right here. This is the type of guy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's their fault because he touched them. Yeah. That's the type of person guy. This guy right here. Yeah, that's the type of tool he is right here. Yeah, for real. I see you. Now that's my opinion.
So why are you letting your imaginary 14-year-old be on a 63-year-old man's YouTube channel?
That doesn't make sense. Now you're saying this 14-year-old kid is an imaginary kid. Yeah, you're doing the same thing that your bitch and said Ram was doing. Like, for real. What is your fucking deal? Do you want to kiss him? What is your problem? You need a hug.
Begging to come to his house. I mean, that's some pretty irresponsible parenting, don't you think?
This guy has lost his ever-loving freaking mind. This guy has lost his ever-freaking mind. He's the one that reached out and was talking about him having Viagra to a 14-year-old kid. And he's calling her parents irresponsible. Irresponsible because a child seen your video and whatever happened, I don't know what happened. She commented on your post or whatever, and then you got into the comments and was talking sexual to her. That's your fault, pal. That's you being unresponsible. Yeah. Now Dag burns out.
Here's one about Mike No Point.
Mikey No Point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Won't you cry me another one? Mikey 12 point.
I'm so glad Johnny's found his voice.
Y'all give Johnny a pat on the head whenever you see him. Tell him how good his painting is. Try to keep that retard busy.
Me too, Rex.
Listen. Oh, we got my 12-point ghost in here, Wolf. Oh, God, dog. Oh, God. Testing. Can you hear me? We're going to talk some shit about Mr. Gobbles. Like, that's the only place I can get views on. Yeah, any other time, we're going to talk about glory holes and shit, you know what I mean? And stuffing our big old fat turkey. Yeah.
Do you like my pink shorts? Yeah, sexy legs and all. My 5 point. Hey, we just gonna keep on staying on Mr. Gobble's neck. Gobble. Yeah. What do you have to say about it, sir?
Well, I got to say that Mr. Gobble is a sorry piece of shit. Yeah. Fuck his paintings. Pat him on the head and just tell him, go fuck yourself. Is that all right? Can we say that?
Hey, Mr. Tag 12 point. Listen. It ain't gonna work, pal. You ain't getting my attention. You're going to get it this time, and that's it, pal. But have you ever got my attention? Never, after you disrespecting my wife, and you keep on talking your shit, and you keep on talking your shit, and you keep on talking your shit. Has anybody else took videos down that they made about me? Fuck, no. But you want me to take mine down? Okay. All right, then. Stay on my neck, bitch. You give me more.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Johnny. Gold. There's gold in them Lar Hills. That one, the one you played, JM, where he's in his truck in front of the school where he talked to Upchurch for all of his problems or whatever. He did a live one night and he was sniping 12 point. And Mike pulled that clip out where he was showing it. And Johnny was embarrassed about that clip now, going back. And he had that soundboard, and he didn't want people to hear, the snipe, and he just didn't think of like turning the stream off or just pausing it or whatever. So he's hitting every button on that damn soundboard, trying to get it to make sounds and fucking making noises and shit, trying to cover it up. Man, it was it was quite entertaining to watch Johnny. At least we know that he's at least somewhat self-conscious about some of this shit that he's put out there, like sticking it in his country boy butthole or whatever that one song was, where he wanted to cut off Adam Calhoun and Ryan's dicks and stick them in his country boy butthole. I remember I showed that to Triple T one night and he about lost.
There's so many videos.
Oh, I know.
Like you can't possibly watch them all in one day.
Oh, yeah, dude, 815. Yeah, it was plugged in. He just didn't have it turned on, and damn, freaking Fusion ruined it. That guy. We told everybody, we're like, yeah, his mic's not plugged. We used to tell him, he thought we were trolling him. We were like, Johnny, your mic's not plugged in. He just thought we were fucking with him. So Fusion did it and actually showed him how to do it. And he still can't operate StreamYard. It's pretty funny. But nah, what I was talking about on this, like with the title, the Don't Dictamate to Me, is the whole situation with Gotcha Man. And with Johnny and Paintsville, the legal process down there. And man, that Endicott I'm telling you, Gotcha Man has, has grounds, for, litigation, I think. I mean, so what it comes down to is Johnny filed this complaint, this I guess it's a criminal complaint or whatever. The affidavit that he signed stated that Gotcha Man had made like 53, I believe it was the number of phone calls to him in one day, and was harassing him. And he said he was leaving him, countless voicemails and all this stuff. Well, of course, Gotcha says that that's simply just not the case. It's not true. And as a part of his proof, he brought in some stuff, and he played a voicemail for him. And when Gotcha Man was listening to it, the voicemail that Johnny provided was a little man. Was actually what's his name? Well, Durkee's cousin. What's his name, Jam? Donald White. Yeah, I think it's Donald. It wasn't even Gotcha Man that was on the voicemails. And then he started looking these voicemails that he had, and some of these calls are from like last year or the beginning of the year. Like none of the timestamps added up. So basically Johnny falsified everything on that criminal complaint that he posted. And once Endicott had looked at the evidence and everything, of course he put it in the judge's hands to drop the charges. But what was funny prior to that, Mike, the county attorney was just saying, hey, it's not a big deal. He said this is just a misdemeanor several times. Like people don't want to keep their, rap sheet clean. Imagine that. Imagine a clean rap sheet. But he was basically just saying, hey, bud, we're not going to come after you. You're not going to have any problems. As long as you stay out of Kentucky, you'll be fine. And obviously, Gotcha Man proved why he was in Kentucky and Paintsville to begin with is connected to his work, and actually showed the proof as to the client, the times, the whole 9 yards. For those of y'all that don't know, part of the complaint was that Gotcha Man went to the Paintsville Dairy Queen, the one that Johnny showed his ass at a few weeks prior. And Johnny's claiming that was done for intimidation. That was intimidating that Gotcha went to Dairy Queen. So that was in the complaint. So again, Gotcha Man proved that this is in the course of my work. I ate lunch there. This is the route that I took to and from, this particular job. And then he had also discussed how, Johnny had come up to his father's house when he was, weeks away from dying on hospice at his home, and had come by his house, but didn't stop because there's, a police officer. It's a neighbor, showed the police officer's house and address and car. And, basically Gotcha Man was just presenting his case like, hey, this dude has done the same thing that he's talking to me about doing. And not only that, I didn't make all these calls. Those calls are not all me. And, I didn't leave any voice messages. And he said, as a matter of fact, since X date, whatever it was, I guess all these calls were supposedly in the criminal complaint, sometime here recently, right, because that's what supposedly prompted him to file these charges. And Gotcha Man said, I haven't called the man on the phone in months, so not a single one of them was me, thus making, none of the voicemails would be valid because, you got a call to leave a voicemail. But, so yeah, the county attorney just said, hey, this isn't a big deal. Like I said, don't come to Kentucky. Yeah, you've got a bench warrant that's filed for your, for your arrest. So just if you come to Kentucky, try not to get pulled over. He didn't say that. I'm kind of ad-libbing there, but yeah, just told him as long as he didn't come to Kentucky, or they weren't going to come after him, and it'll just kind of disappear or go by the wayside eventually. No big deal. But yeah, I can't believe that he would look at this and not corroborate the evidence to actually file these charges. And then once it was proven to be false, he still had to be pushed to get it to where the charges were dropped. And obviously, Gotcha Man was at some point in the video, he was expressing his issue with it, and he was basically like, Endicott thought he was talking about Johnny, but he's like, no, I'm talking about you. Like, I can't believe you would do this. It's your responsibility to make sure this type of shit doesn't happen. You took the case, you did all this, and it's just bullshit. And then I know that before somebody called and was talking to Endicott about the situation, and Endicott there's a couple things. He's had some bumps. He's human like anybody else. I think he had like a DUI while he was in office, and that was brought up to him, and he got real snappy with the person that had called and said, he said, hey, basically like, can't you get fired from that or whatever? And he was real quick to snap back and say, my position is I'm voted in by the people, so the folks vote me in here. Real quick to remind him of that. And I wonder, I doubt anybody, I bet he's run for, I don't know how often county attorney is up for re-election, but I'd say he's probably been run unopposed a couple times. But I'll tell you what, this community's always been good when it's come to raising money for a good cause. So if somebody ran against him, I'm sure it wouldn't be nothing for people to get together, and it can't cost too much money to run a solid campaign in Paintsville. So, but I mean, he is, I think that that Endicott is liable, for that, at least for Gotcha Man's expenses, his counsel that he hired, anything that he had to do travel wise. I don't think he had to travel there for that. But yeah, it's and not only that, now that this happened, it's like, okay, well, this was frivolous and it was bullshit, and now since the tables are turned, Gotcha's like, well, hey, why aren't you going after him for filing a false police report, essentially? And initially Endicott had indicated that, yeah, if he had, sure, and he acted excited about it, actually, is what Gotcha said. But when it came back up the second time, he just didn't seem to have any concern about it, like it was, almost kind of like Johnny was a made man down there or something. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. It just seems like the man's gotten very comfortable with his elected position as an official down there. And I can promise you, going back into private practice law, hanging your own shingle is not as fun. I can tell you that. It's not going to be as cushy. Kriner says, God over government. I hear you. What up, Info Warrior? How you doing? But yeah, I just thought it was, he didn't even want to talk about that. You're right, Ron. The false report. Unc said he got a concern. What's your concern, Unc? Oh, look, here he is himself. He says, I think the saddest part is he was making excuses for Gobbler, saying he must have been confused. Yeah, I mean, well, fuck, Johnny's always confused. He's not the smartest. But I mean, Dude, that's crazy. I didn't get a chance to watch it till really early this morning, which prompted this live, like an hour later. But um, I can't believe that, man. That's almost unbelievable. I don't know how long you've been here listening to my bullshit, but yeah, I mean the man is definitely liable. But just, I mean, take away all this shit, and could you imagine? I mean, you're in this small town, and you got this one guy that is clearly an absolute shit stain on your town. And I can't imagine how much time has been wasted dealing with his bullshit. Like I remember listening to the boy that keyed his car or whatever. The cops came to his house that night, I guess to serve him after that live where he was on the panel, on Rusty's panel. And I heard him, and they're basically like, look, sorry we had to come out at this hour, but he's like, basically, this guy's driving us fucking crazy, calling us every X number of minutes, making us want to, saying, do your job.
I just finished watching.
Gotcha's video.
What the fuck kind of backwoods shit is going on in Kentucky?
No shit.
Like, what the fuck? I've been out. I mean, I know I muted the tab so I could listen to the rest of the video. And holy fuck, what kind of hillbilly fuck is that Endicott guy?
Yeah,
he don't even have common sense, does he? I mean, how do you sit in a fucking office and take a statement from a guy that is obviously, I mean, I've got the video on this archives channel that we're playing videos from. The video's there where he walks into Endicott's office and they call him a moron.
Well, that was the sheriff.
I think you're or sheriff. Yeah. I think Endicott was the one that's like, all right, now you're a little bit high.
He goes, you're a little bit.
You're not gonna dictamate. You're not gonna come in here and dictamate to me what I'm gonna do. I mean, what the fuck? You sound like Forrest Gump.
You're a little.
And obviously, he's got the fucking brain sense of Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the other thing. Gotcha's point. It's like, hey, not only that, but I'm going to strongly caution you to, not express your opinion about this individual online anymore. And
who the fuck does?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Mike Endicott?
Yeah.
To tell somebody, hey, you don't have First Amendment rights. You can't get online and say whatever the fuck you want to say.
I love what Gotcha said. He's like, you know what? He's like, he goes, I'm going to keep doing it. He goes, I'll do it fucking every day. Well, why are you going to do it? Well, I'm just going to remind everybody this motherfucker. Or he said he's going to do it, until he gets a job and is a responsible human being that helps his family,
Yeah, he needs to get up off that fucking couch and go to work.
So, yeah, I thought that was...
God, what the fuck kind of backwoods shit? I know some, look, I live in a backwoods place. We were, we still don't even have a stoplight where I live. Okay. Right. We got a couple of stop signs. We have a gas station and a Dollar General. That's it. There's nothing here. And it's been this way for fucking years. And I mean, the Dollar General just came in 2016 or 2015. So it's been the same way here for so long. And the city up the road ain't much better because it's the good old boy system. It's who you know.
Yeah.
And they've kind of gotten away from some of that, but there's still a lot of it at play. And the next county over is Coosa County. The entire county, they don't even have a Walmart. They don't have a gas station that stays open 24 hours. They just got an ambulance service this March. This March, I'm on the roster for that ambulance service because I run calls for them every now and then. They just got a 911 ambulance service, full-time, staffed 24 hours a day in March of this year.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, sorry, James. Gotcha. I sent you a link to your IG if you want to come say something for a minute. But you're probably already at work. Anyway, sorry, Jam.
I don't get it. I mean, I know there's backwoods places in this country where the good old boy system is alive and well, but law is still law. I mean, and especially when it comes to blatant disregard for the law in cases like this where it's obvious. I mean, for God's sake, Mike Endicott could listen to the man he's talking to on the phone and listen to the fucking voicemail that Johnny is saying is this man and know for a fact that it's not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to one in one ear and listen to the other in the other ear and decide for yourself. Okay, they don't sound the same. And,
Well, but
and
it's
he's
like
calling him little man.
Gotcha Man had to walk him through how to do his job. You know, like how to, remind him how to look at the evidence and this and that. And I don't know. I saw Johnny did a live yesterday. I didn't watch that. But I did catch where somebody said he was talking about the Supreme Court. I don't know if they were kidding or like, what something. I don't know. But, it's freaking, shit's ridiculous.
I mean, it's beyond fucked up. And I've seen this unfold over the last, year. And I hate it for Gotcha Man losing his father, regardless of the past. And, I've got family like that. Like me and my mom didn't get along for years because she was into drugs and shit. And finally she's come around, gotten her life clean and, moved away. She had to get away from here, which meant I don't have that close of a relationship with her as far as she's not anywhere near me. I have to travel 6 hours to go see her, but we have a great relationship now because she has cleaned her life up. But it sucks when you deal with that with your family, and then you have some outsider that wants to try and have some kind of, I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know what his intent was by going to his father's house. If you got a problem with somebody, keep it on that level. That's just like this Books for Moses ass wipe. Wyatt had a problem with me. So what does he do? Oh, he does a background check, finds my daughter, looks her up on social media, says he wants to grape her and wear her skin, and then contacts her on Facebook. And that's where he fucked up. And that's where my daughter got, all upset. And I was like, well, you'll have to come file charges on your own. I can't do that for you.
Yeah.
And now he's sitting in jail because of his shenanigans on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny knows that.
Yeah.
Johnny knows that fucking White is sitting in jail because he got drunk and called a bunch of dispatch centers and told them he wanted to kill them.
Golly,
and he still wants to go out and do something just like in person. Not even, this ain't even on the phone shit like what Wyatt did. He goes out in person to somebody's house because he has a problem with somebody else on YouTube. So he goes to a family member's house. Aside from the fact that the family member is laying in there on hospice dying of cancer, that's beside the point. To take it to that level, regardless of health condition, to take it to that level where you go to somebody's house because, hey, I've got a problem with your child. I have a problem with your son on the internet, on social media. So I'm here on your front step to do what? Whatever, what his thought process was in that.
Yeah. What's up, Cajun? 21 dealer. Good morning. She said the 4 or 5 deputies we have are the ones running the drugs. Yeah.
I mean, look, there's a small airport here. It's been to the point where there used to be shipments of cocaine that come into the airport, in the middle of the night. And there was a couple of judges that were,
Did you say cocaine?
I did say cocaine.
Okay.
Does it?
All right.
Did your ears perk up?
Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Oh, and I said perk too. Damn it. My
Oh,
bad.
shit.
Yeah, that kind of shit used to go on here. It don't so much anymore because, they got a little too expensive to pay off.
Yeah.
They got a little too costly to keep paying them off. But they used to have cocaine runs come through here.
Damn. Well, my grandmother owned a small. It's kind of like a convenience store, but it didn't. There was no gas or anything, but they had a couple pool tables and arcade games, pinball machines, and sold drinks and snacks and shit. But the back room was pool tables and poker machines and slot machines and pool tab games. And the sheriff's the one who run it. So when shit got hot, the sheriff would come by and pick up the machines and he'd bring them back in a week, whatever. But yeah, he's the one that ran it, and his brother ran the next county over. Back in the Holler, dude, they wouldn't. It was lawless. They would not go back there. Even the feds wouldn't go back there. Just a crazy ass place, and his brother ran that shit. But my dad went to school with the sheriff, and my dad's sister got busted growing a bunch of weed on her farm. It was her and the neighbor. They were growing, and I guess they found it. And my dad went down and talked to Dana, and it just, shit, whatever she had to. I think she did. Well, she didn't do any time. And what's funny is my aunt. She was the damn editor of the local paper. So
Wait,
there's a.
You said Dana? Wait, what?
It's the sheriff's name was Dana. That's a man.
No. You're talking about Dana Hall.
No.
For a titty fuck.
Oh, Brookie song. But yeah, my uncle, I think he did like 3 or 4 weekends, and I don't know what else happened, but I'm sure it was weird being the editor of the paper and like approving the article that was showing like trucks, like bush hogging all the weed that was growing on your property.
Well, it ain't been that long ago that this judge, and I ain't gonna say his name. I know his name. His initials are RR. This judge, I used to hear stories about him getting up in the middle of court. In the middle of a court hearing, he would get up and lay down on the floor behind his chair and listen to this.
Right there at the damn.
Listen to the court case. Yes, he was fucked up on coke. Bad.
Oh my gosh.
And it finally got to the point where they had to remove him from the bench. Wow. He was replaced. And it's like, damn, dude, you're wigged out, man.
That's
you need to go visit Hunter Biden and y'all could have a weekend together and cocaine and hookers.
Well, around here, the kind of in the Bible Belt, like not the most savory of business is the strip club, and a local judge here owns the titty bar, which is kind of interesting. So
you could join him for a titty fuck.
Yeah, he so there's that. Dude, judges have a lot of power.
They do. They do. I mean, look at the New York judge in the Trump trial.
Yeah.
Look at what he did. He was able to take that man's First Amendment rights because he said mean things. That's it. Trump said mean things about him and his daughter, and he was gagged.
Yeah.
There was not even talking about the case. It was because Trump said, this is a crooked judge. Look how much money his daughter's making off of this case. And the judge gagged him over that. Like, that's some powerful shit.
Speaking of judges and the criminal justice system, old Trump's lawyer's a pretty good looking gal. Did you see her?
Oh, yeah.
She spoke at the I tell you what, for a long time, I was telling somebody tonight, man. As far as like as women are concerned, man, Trump has always championed women in management positions in his companies. Always.
Look, I went to the hospital this past weekend.
Yeah.
Had a family member that was in there, and I was on a live. Filthy was live, I believe, and I tried to unmute my mic and let what the woman was saying be heard, but she was a nurse for my family member. She came in, and it was the first time I'd seen her because we had just got there. So she comes in to do the hourly checks, like, you know, blood pressure, temperature, heart rate, all that stuff they do every hour. Yeah. So she comes in for the hourly, and the news is playing on the TV. You know, you can kind of hear it a little bit as we're talking. She's listening to what they're saying. It was after the assassination attempt. And when she got done, she recorded the results and all, and stood there for a minute, and she was like, man, that stuff that's going on is crazy. And when she said it, I was like, holy shit, she's got a New York accent. And I was like, well, you know, that's what's to be expected when they've done what they've done over the last, you know, almost 10 years, and calling Trump all these things like racist and a xenophobe and all this other stuff. That's, you know, the next step is going to be someone's going to try to take him out, because they've made everybody on the left believes Trump's a Nazi, Trump's a Hitler. You know, would you kill Hitler? Well, yeah, I would. Okay, that man is Hitler. I mean, that's the next progression in the line of what's going to happen. All right. So she's talking about how crazy it was. And she was like, you know, I worked at a hospital down close to Trump Tower when I was in New York before I moved down here. And once a week, we would all the nurses would get together and go to a restaurant that was right next to Trump Tower, or right in the same area. And she said almost every time we came in, you know, we would try to get up and go pay, and the cashier would tell us, well, Mr. Trump's already taken care of it. Y'all are good. And she said, you know, I seen him. I never like one-on-one met him, but I seen him in passing, and he'd come by and say, you know, I appreciate all y'all do or whatever. But I was trying to let it play on the live, and you can barely hear her talking, but she's talking about Trump. And she said he wasn't anything, like, he wasn't this big untouchable guy. He was just Mr. Trump. When we all saw him, it was just, hey, there's Mr. Trump. You know, that is just another person that was well known, but it was just another person.
Yeah.
This was a black woman. It was a black nurse, and she was like, you know, he treated us just like, you know, we'd known him all our lives, and he'd come in and pay for our food, you know.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of stories that you like. If you find them, you can find stories like that about Trump. You don't find stories like that about Biden or none of these other idiots like Hillary.
Career politicians.
Yeah, you don't hear none of that shit about them. When's the
And
last
that's
time
why-
Hillary did something like that?
Yeah, I mean that's why I was always a fan of his from the beginning. It's just, you know, just on the simple fact that I thought, I've always said that Washington would be a better place if you just, you know, blew the whole thing up and started over, and you had people that really represented the people, like you had, and again, like it was originally supposed to be, you have local professionals that serve. And, you know, it's really meant to be a one-term deal. It wasn't meant to be for a lifetime.
Right.
You know, it was like you have, you know, think about if you had sensible people, like you had farmers and you had school teachers and you had, you know, all different walks of life that represented the people, that actually represented the people. You know, that's why I've always thought term limits would be good to impose. But anyway, it's just shit's whacked out. I don't even.
No, he's not racist. That's the thing. You know, they've said all this shit about him, and you can't hardly even talk to the people that want to go around touting all this shit, because when you bring it up, it's like, okay, where's your proof? Well, it's on CNN. No. I mean, where is your proof? Not what CNN said. I know they said it, but where is the proof? Just like January 6th.
Yeah.
You know, January 6th. Oh, you support an insurrectionist, but he didn't cause an insurrection. That shit was going to happen whether or not Trump said anything or not. People were upset.
Yeah.
You kept people cooped up in their homes for almost 2 years. At least a good year. You kept people cooped up 9 months, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then people are just coming out of the lockdowns and the mask bullshit and the jab, and you have an election. Well, mail-in ballots and mail-in voting laws are changed left and right, and all of a sudden people know what they're seeing on TV. They're watching the coverage of, well, this state's going for Trump and this state's going for Trump, and they go to bed with that, and they wake up and then it's, oh, well, that state flipped overnight and it's no longer for Trump, it's for Biden. And that state flipped overnight and it's no longer for Trump, it's for Biden. And the whole election winds up being flipped because when you went to bed, Trump was winning.
We had to count those.
When I went to bed,
we had to count the mail-in ballots again.
Yeah.
We had some hanging Chad in Florida.
I went to bed and Trump was, I was like, all right, he's got it. I'm going to bed. I'm not going to stay up because I'm pretty sure he's got it. And then I get up and it's like, oh, what the fuck has happened? You know, 81 million people came out and voted for Biden. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I didn't complete my thought earlier, but what I was saying by like regular people, you know, kind of like Ronald Reagan being a Hollywood guy and Trump, you know, the guy's a businessman. He's not a politician. And you look at the amount of just inefficiencies of the government. Like take, for example, the Postal Service, who's never even remotely come close to turning a profit. It is a 4-loss, drain on the government. Of course, it's necessary, but Trump got it closer to the black. But again, I think though beyond being a businessman, I truly, in my heart, feel that Trump wants America to be a better place for his children and the generations to come. I really think his intentions are pure. I really do. Because why the fuck would you want that job?
Well, that's what I said. I think Trump wants the America that he saw when he was coming up in the business world. He wants the America of the 80s and 90s where he came to the wealth that he has.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard for him to get that. But
Gotcha's
I
like,
got
what
you,
the
man.
fuck did I just roll into?
Hope you're doing well, buddy.
What's going on?
Not much. What are you doing?
Stupid. I can't hardly hear.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I something up with my iPhone, man. Like I can't join StreamYard from it. Something about access denied.
I'm fed
So
up.
do it on this other phone, but I can barely hear you.
That's the problem because it's iPhone.
Yeah, I'm fed up with mine. I'm getting a Samsung soon. Galaxy 24 Ultra.
There we go.
Wait a couple of months, the S25 will be out. That's what I'm waiting on.
There's always something new coming out. I've heard, Gotcha, if you take the link, well, you got in here. I know a lot of people, they're not letting even in. Like you have to take the link, copy, paste it, put it in Safari, and then come in that way. I don't think that'll help your audio issues, though. Like people weren't able to get through, period.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's what it does. But I'm going to get that new Samsung Galaxy Dictamate.
Dictamate?
Yeah.
Dictamate? Is that the AI features in it?
Yeah.
Dictamation?
Nah, man. Like I wish, and I guess I will put out the rest of the recordings eventually, but it was shitty. And you got to love how somebody's like, man, I don't know why he's so upset about just having charges pressed against him. I mean, big deal. Why is he whining about it? Like that, to normal society people, it is kind of a big deal to see your name and, you're a defendant against the state of Kentucky.
The state. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. The whole thing surprises me, and it kind of, it kind of made me look at that whole town a little bit different and wonder how something like that could even go down. But I like the tone, man. And I don't mean to keep bringing up my father, you know, and what happened there, but I had to for context sake, you know.
Sure. Yeah, I just can't believe that, like Joe just said, it's just a misdemeanor, guy. You know what?
Yeah. Wow. And you know, whenever I brought that up to him, because I'm trying to give this guy context, right? Because I'm like, you were backing this guy up and willing to go forward with all this, you know, because I got a chicken basket at your local DQ.
Right.
I said, you know, with this guy, you know, like trespassing my father's porch while he's laying in there. And he's like, well, if you've got proof of that, then you need to send that to me. And then at some point I'm like, well, I'm not your bitch, dude. Like, I'm not going to go fetch whatever evidence you want. And he got all fired up because when I did send it to him, I sent it as a private link, you know, to a YouTube video, because I figured that's the best way to share it to him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, these
and he was like, I hit that link and you've got this YouTube channel and you're still going on about him, ain't you? And I'm like, yeah, I sure am.
You damn right.
And what's the point? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I mean, damn. Yeah, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Somebody tries to, and seeing the state took it up, that's kind of like where a woman is, you know, in a DV situation and she doesn't want to pursue charges, so the state picks up and carries the charges forward.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what that looks. I don't know if that's how it is with that or not, but that's kind of what it looks like. Well, Johnny came in and did this, and then, you know, he doesn't want to pursue it, but we do, so we're going to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe makes a good point. He is outwardly giving you erroneous legal advice.
Erroneous.
Leave it to Joseph.
Yeah, the tone thing, though, you know, was like, he was just so submissive or dismissive, I should say. I mean, he was like, you know, I don't want to hear none of your pleas, James. You know, this is something you've done. I'll see you in court. This isn't my problem. And he kept saying over and over, this can't be handled over the phone. There's nothing I can do over the phone. This has to go through the court proceeding. There's nothing I can do to change this. Nothing, you know. And then when I brought up the timestamp of the voicemails and, you know, laughed at him when he played fucking Donald White, then all of a sudden there's something you can do over the phone. And he calls me back saying he's going to drop it. But his whole tone about, you know, well, if this is, you know, if you could prove that these aren't the voicemails from this day in question and yada, 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 we can pursue a charge of filing a false, whatever, you know, a false report. But when it did come to that, he just completely switched.
That. At first, he seemed like that he would be encouraged and excited to file that against Johnny. You remember?
That blew me away. He was making all kinds of excuses for him. He's like, well, Johnny didn't understand that the voicemails had to be from that day that he was complaining about.
I mean,
and Johnny didn't know no better. And then he says, no, well, I asked him several times, you know, did you know that those voicemails were from earlier? And he said no, and I believe him.
I mean,
I'm like, are you shitting me?
Come on. I mean, am I remembering this right? When midway through your video, when you were talking to him, when you talked about him potentially filing false shit, didn't you get some positive feedback from him that he would definitely be down to, you know, file against Gobble for making a false report?
Yeah, well, he pretty much offered that, and that's where that whole idea come from, was from him, because I was just saying, like, I know that's not me, and it may be from like last year, and then he's the first one to say, well, if that's the case, then we can, you know, we can look into filing something against him for, you know, filing a false report. That was his idea.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely some
before,
you know,
I guess before you had a slam dunk case for it. So.
Yeah, and I, you know, like I say, he acted like I was going to be excited about it being dropped, and I didn't get confirmation until like 3 p.m. yesterday that it was officially dropped. That's where I wasn't allowed to say anything, you know. That was the thing too, is he kept telling me, well, don't mention this case whatsoever. If I find out you're mentioning this case, it's gonna, there's gonna be all this trouble or whatever. And I'm like, all right, whatever, so I didn't say anything about the case, but I most certainly didn't stop saying something about Johnny. I never will.
So have you gotten the confirmation that it is officially dropped?
Yeah, I did yesterday.
I figured you would if you put the video out. So I know that Uncle Will and Slayback, Uncle Will wants to know if he hit the like button, and then Slayback wants to know if he subscribed.
Hey, it's hard out here to get subscribers, so I'm sending links to district attorneys and shit.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, man, and I don't know why he was so upset about that. Like, how else did you want me to send it to you? But then, and I kind of felt stupid, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I finally did get an attorney, he was like, you didn't send him anything, did you? And I'm like, yeah, I sent him like my work records and everything. And he's like, dude, you don't owe him nothing. Like, you shouldn't have sent him none of that.
Yeah, it's on him. Yeah, the burden of that is on him.
Yeah.
Did you're with this new information after that phone call and you found out and got this great advice and of course don't say anything, obviously. I know you're smart enough not to, but was your attorney just kind of dumbfounded?
Say that again. I can't really hear you.
I said, with everything that happened, with this great legal advice he had given you and how it turned out, I said, was your attorney just dumbfounded at the situation?
Yeah, there was a whole lot of come again. What did he say? And that's the reason I had record it. And I sure felt like a gobbler recording the county attorneys and phone conversations, but I had to, and I was told to do that from now on. But yeah, it was every time I said something to him, he was like, he said, what now? It was kind of that, like he was professional, like didn't laugh or anything, but was just kind of surprised.
Was the attorney from Ohio or Kentucky?
Ohio.
Okay, gotcha.
When it comes to the burden of proof, it can go to the point of being forensic. And if they ever got into the forensics of those voicemails or any of that shit, oh man, they'd tear Johnny's ass up, and that county attorney. They'd tear him up in court.
Yeah, I should have let it just go to court, honestly. But I just don't have time. Like, I can't stress enough how much time I don't have. I barely have time to even make a video a couple times a week or whatever. Like, I'm a very busy man, and I'm in Kentucky an awful lot. That's why his little advice of just don't come to Kentucky was so ignorant.
Well, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of money to keep going. I mean, because you're not going to get anything back from a worthless bum like Johnny. You're not going to be able to.
Yeah, and that's why I was surprised that he even said, well, you can look into suing Johnny. And I'm like, I'm talking about you, buddy. Like, I'm talking about at what point does this fall on you to say that the town retard walks in claiming something, somebody else was mean to him on the internet because he picked another fight with somebody that he lost. And you take it serious and actually submit it through the court of law and get somebody officially charged. At what point are you responsible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absurd. Like the level of absurdity I've seen with what you've had going on the last 3 months, 2 months. Like, well, since he went to your daddy's house, like that level of absurdity, I didn't think existed. I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand what he was planning to accomplish with that. I don't see what the goal, the end game was. And he sits out front at first and says, you think I ought to knock on the door and tell his parents what he's doing on the internet? And what am I doing on the internet? But calling you out, you know what I mean? Like, and it's internet. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
what are your parents going to do? Are they going to spank you? Or, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm fucking damn near 40 years old, dude. Like, it's such a weird, I don't know, man.
You've been a bad boy.
Yeah.
Tell your mom. Tell your daddy.
Yeah, and I had to have that conversation with my mother of, she's like, now why is there a random man from the internet coming to our house? And I'm in, that was when he was in the nursing home and, right before he died. you know, and my dad's like, is there going to be some, you know, crazies coming and messing with my wife after I'm gone? You know, and it was a fucked up conversation to have, you know.
Damn.
And I'm like, I don't know why he done it. Like, I have no idea. But he wouldn't step on my porch like that. I guarantee it. That
hell
cop,
no.
he knew that fucking cop was there. Come on, man. It's in every fucking video that's ever been filmed near my house.
Well, you know, Johnny used to fight all the time, though. He's a badass.
Yeah.
He's I don't know.
Fighting through the fucking alphabet and first grade math. That's about
How
it.
tall is How tall is this person with Johnny Gobble?
I wonder, a lot of people have expressed the opinion that they think that there's something going on between Endicott and Johnny, like whether there's like a relationship there that's not a fucking PBR type relationship, like he's a snitch or an informant or a, you know, information being exchanged, shit like that.
You know, I wondered that too, and that's why I was advised to say allegedly. But I don't know if it's that or if this is just a small town county attorney that has been able to be lazy and do bare minimum for the last several years. That's because that's more work, right? If you have to actually file something against Johnny for filing a false report, then he has to actually work. And I think it's just laziness. I think it's just, well, fuck it. You know, I'm just going to make excuses for him so I don't have to do anything.
Well, he is quick to remind you that he is an elected official. His position is elected, and I don't know if you caught. I left it as a comment in your video and kind of said it earlier. I don't know how long you've been here, man. It's it wouldn't be hard. I mean, people will vote with their wallet, and I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to find somebody that wanted to run and have that job. And I don't think a campaign in Primerville costs too much money.
No, and he's probably running unopposed the last few times.
I guarantee it. That's what I said. Nobody. I mean, it's part of the club, but I don't think it would take much money to sway people's opinions on shit.
Probably not.
I tell you what, it is a good feeling to see, you know, to knock the wind out of somebody's sails that hard. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, this guy was on top of the world when he shared a criminal summons on his community page and was like, yeah, laugh now. And then he said it to my wife. He said, laugh now, God. You know, your husband's going to jail. And like, he was so happy about it. But then now all of a sudden it was just a criminal summons and he's downplaying the shit out of it. You know, like
I didn't watch his live, but the chat is saying that he didn't have a whole lot to say.
Nah.
But
yeah, it was as big as the Empire State Building last, or a week or so ago. And now it's like, well, it was just a piece of paper. And that was another thing. Endicott's office was like pleading with me. You don't understand the stress that all these phone calls has caused. And I said, well, I mean, here's the reason, as this man walked in there, filed a false claim, and you guys took him up on it. And within minutes of leaving there, it was on his community page for thousands of people to see. That's the reason you guys are getting slammed with phone calls.
I just couldn't imagine being such a pussy bitch that I get out trolled on the internet. So I'm gonna call the cops to try to even the score.
That's what it really boils down to. Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a fucking, my Fifi's got hurt and my ego got bruised, and I'm gonna try to, just fucking waste people's time. And
that's the reason for
Can you imagine how much time that dude's wasted in calling and making reports and doing this and that and this and that? I can't imagine.
Oh man, yeah. If you added up the man hours of people having to get to the bottom of something that he's crying about.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's the reason he blocks people and does all this fucking false striking on YouTube. It's all a sign of weakness, man. And at some point you got to look at yourself and go, how come I got more people blocked than anybody else on this planet? I can't have a relationship conversation or nothing with anybody except for these 4 idiots that, the blonde lady that's going through a mental crisis and hanging on to Johnny. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Have you
Put
seen
on
the
like,
video where her face like melts away? The filter
Oh
comes off,
God.
like when she's
yeah,
moving and the filter slides, like her face slides off. It's pretty interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Her face slides off.
Yeah.
You know, people wouldn't really care that her face is sliding off if she wasn't, you know, coming out of the woodwork and trying to fix years worth of shit that Johnny stirred up. You know, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That filter doesn't do much for her teeth, though.
Oof.
Somebody else said, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She
Which
was
poor
on.
thing, and I feel bad even making fun of her because she seems like somebody that really, you know, her looks are everything to her, and she, you know, like I don't know, dude. I don't want to make fun of some random chick that I don't know, but it's crazy because she's in my comments all the time, like Johnny didn't do nothing to you, and I'm like, bitch, where you been? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
God.
yeah, I put my email address and I said, well, I'd be more than happy to get you up to speed. You know, just email me.
Didn't she have like terminal cancer or something? And Johnny was going to put hands on her and heal her and pray for her, and that
Oh
was one
no.
night. And now I haven't heard anything about it, but I know it was her. I know it was her that was
I think
supposed to
so.
be.
Yeah, I think you're right. I put that whole healing hands shit to bed when I said, you know, why don't you just put them on your girly hips? And, you know, when he was having that workers' comp thing.
Jeez.
If you can heal something, just heal your own fucking hips and go back to work, faggot.
You got to get that Holy Spirit in him, you know. And when I say Holy Spirit, I mean low quality methamphetamine.
I don't know. You guys remember last week? It was the same day that they called me, and I missed a few calls. I was in Vanceburg. They were calling me to let me know that those charges he was going to put in for them to be rescinded. It was the same day Johnny put something on YouTube saying, I'm recording something right now with today's date on it that's going to show all you guys that this guy's a liar. I mean, what kind of idiot thinks that just because you're in there, you know, caught up in a lie and the charges are going to be dropped, that people are going to believe that it was never a real thing? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, it just burns me up, man. Like his only goal in life is how people perceive him, and whether he's the liar or somebody else is. It's weird, man.
Yeah. I just can't imagine though. You know, of course, Johnny doesn't watch anybody. You know, it don't bother him. He don't.
Yeah, and
he does that thing. But could you imagine getting to the point where you want to get somebody in trouble, but to do it, you're gonna craft a false statement to do it, of you calling him 53 times a day and leaving messages and doing all this other shit that never happened. I mean, don't you know that like there is a real digital footprint, and I mean it's very easy to you know disprove everything that you're saying. But I don't think he thinks like that. I mean, you don't. That's another thing about like those guys like Martin and PBR. It's like they just lie immediately at will, and it just whatever's convenient for them at the time. That's what it is. It's just boom. But these
yeah,
people,
it's concerning.
man, it's crazy, and they all. I do know that Martin and Johnny are fighting now. So the class action of the Power of Three might be there might be a kink in the armor right now. Two
Well,
of the
you know,
three.
it's those crazy fucks like that really kind of ruin it for the other people who are really trying to just prove that this guy's a crybaby and is the problem. Then you get somebody out of left field that swats this idiot, and then now all of a sudden it kind of, you know, because that was brought up to me several times too. You know, when I was talking to the county attorney, he's like, "No, somebody called and had the police come there, and that could have got his daughter hurt," and kind of insinuating it was me somehow.
Fucking hurt. I mean,
yeah, and I'm like, dude, I seen that, and I don't condone that, and it kind of makes this whole thing worse because then it gives some credibility to this idiot that, you know, there actually is things happening to him. You know, I don't know.
well, it's yeah. I mean, when I think of SWAT, that's a no knock. That's a your door's off the fucking hinges, and then the flashbang comes in. Then they shoot your fucking dog, and Then, they ask questions later.
Yeah, it just so happened to be. I think Merle keeps an eye on that camera when she's at work because, Johnny will lie to her about how many subs he sells while she's at work.
Yeah, you got to make sure she gets a cut or how much dick you sell or whatever.
Yeah, he says he doesn't watch anybody until he refers. He'll say, I didn't even go over there and watch none of it, man. And then he'll say, yeah, I seen where he said that because that was that one little part I did watch. And man.
Well, recently he would come into the chat in Rusty's and start talking. So it was like, oh, okay. What's funny is we could watch it like paperwork. Rusty and I would go live, start talking shit. You'd hit a really good point, and 2 minutes later, we'd kind of over under, how long is it going to take for Johnny to go live? And then how long is it going to? Well, first, usually it's kind of like, when are we going to get notification that he tried to strike the live and it failed? Now he's going live. It's like,
it's funny. A predictable idiot.
Oh, it's and they tell on themselves every time. It's they just can't help it. It's like the I'm clean, guys. I'm gonna show you the results of my 12-panel test from the Suboxone clinic. Look right here. It's clean. And then a little while later, be like, you know what? And they even watch you pee there too. It's like, oh, do they? Well, thanks for telling me you took piss in. Like, it's like, why the fuck would you add that?
Dude, that line for meth and for barbiturates, when I was on probation, I went to jail for faint, lines that weren't as faint as that.
I don't know. I didn't. What drugs are out there that would be considered or what is a barbiturate?
I think barbiturates is like Xanax and shit, ain't it?
No, it's a benzo.
That's benzo.
Or benzo, yeah. Well, fuck.
Wasn't that one that they talk about, the one that was in Wolf of Wall Street? I think that was a barbiturate, maybe. That's what they call it, Quaaludes? Wasn't that a
Quaaludes? Yeah.
I've been out the game too long, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, shit, I'm not. I'm in my 40s, and Quaaludes were not in my time. Let's see. I'm looking up Quaaludes. I'm not gonna find the hypnotic sedative drug messing up Quaaludes. You got some ludes, man. All right, what is it known as? The name of it was methaqualone. Sedatives came in different forms, oval tablets. Methaqualone is a hypnotic sedative. It was sold under the name Quaalude and Sopor, among others, which contained X amount, was a combination, blah, blah, fucking blah. Mostly in Europe. Come on, man. Give me some good info. This is some bullshit. I'm sure.
Hey, what do y'all think? What is it that Johnny did to Durkee that would have Little Man calling him saying, "What'd you do at the Durkee?" and all that shit? Like, I must have missed something.
He did something to Durkee?
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, maybe they had a deal on something.
Yeah, I was like, I was confused. And man, when I say that this guy was making excuses, I mean, I have to play the rest of the recordings because at one point he says, because I was trying to push for, something to be a counter charge of some sort. And I said, well, I mean, the guy clearly brought you voicemails to somebody else. He said, well, he gave me several voicemails and said he just didn't have time to go through them to see if all of them were you or not. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, at 1 minute you're playing it for me just to show to me that you've got hard evidence against me, and I just see me in court. And the next minute as well, he sent me a whole list of stuff, and some were and some weren't. And I don't know, dude.
Now you got me interested. Now I'm just thinking about Durkee, Johnny collab.
Yeah, well, he acted like he said leave him alone, like Johnny was doing something to Durkee. I don't know.
I know he was calling him there for a while. He tried to call him on a live a couple of times.
Yeah, he said people think I can't get a hold of Durkee. Watch this, and he calls and doesn't get a hold of Durkee.
Like, what would he say? He would say something, and then he would say, Dirty White, Dirty White.
Yeah. See, people think, and then he texted and he said, "Answer the phone. I'm trying to call you." And Durkee said, "No."
Dude, Durkee's got that house phone, and he always answers it. He answers it on lives.
He wouldn't answer it for fucking gobble, dude.
He's been busted. Like Moses Heaps has busted him out. Like talking about selling ends on that phone, like Neurotins. And then one of the last Durkee dabs he published prior to Wednesday's live, he had one where he said somebody called in looking for a quarter. Like they just said they wanted a quarter. He's like, I can't talk right now. I'm on the internet, live on the internet or something. But he's Durkee's looking bad right now too, man. He is.
Yeah.
Boy, he's I will say though, I mean, I wish people would kind of give him a break because everybody knows Square and Durkee and Johnny. They should be sobriety coaches with their clean time they got.
Well, speaking of little man, he had a video.
Oh boy.
Of it was Bo in one of Durkee's lives recently that he said, "Hey, so and so's got footballs, but I don't got any money."
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, Moses talked about it, but I'm assuming she's referring to Xanax.
I don't think they're playing any pigskins out there. But hey, I got to open up this shop real quick, man. I appreciate you having me up.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. That sucks, man. Fucking sounds like you got options though, you know.
Yeah, and I'm waiting to hear from the county attorney now. His feelings gonna be hurt a little bit, probably.
Yeah, especially.
Boy.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a fan of that live, and I know he's gonna see it because he's got a link to the channel.
Well, if he gets good and fired up, and you're recording, the one thing that I want to hear, and that would just make my day, would be like if he gets real riled up and you just ask him to please not dictamate to you. You have to say dictamate. You gotta
I have to slide in a dictamate there somewhere.
Yeah. If you could slide a dictamate in for me, that'd be great, bud.
All right, man. I'll see you. See you, Jay.
See you, man.
Thanks for stopping by, dude. Later.
Yep.
Well, yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I need you to just disregard your First Amendment rights. And by the way, it's you know, it's just a misdemeanor anyway. Yeah, it's probably you could look at like the potential punishment for that misdemeanor. I'm sure it's probably at least 90 days in jail as a max, and probably a couple $1,000 fine max. And you know, you go into another little town like that and fuck around is not a local, and you could end up getting the max pretty easily. Like, we're going to teach you a lesson down here in Primerville. I wouldn't mess with no small town judge.
No.
Hell no. Like I was just saying earlier, man, a judge can, I mean, it could be overturned, but man, a judge can do whatever the fuck he wants. He could hold you in contempt for, you know, saying something and sentence you to a damn year in jail. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, yeah, they got some power, and I mean, whether you like it or not, you have to. I mean, you kind of at their mercy,
especially in a small town like that, because there's nobody to really, you know. Yeah, there's nobody to do it. I do remember when all this started, and Johnny was starting to gain notoriety, and the name was being used a lot down at the attorney's office. You know, he was definitely familiar with the police, and they with him because of all of his run-ins. But I can remember where doxing, you know, as a term had to be explained to Endicott. That's funny. Nickel G says Endicott says try that in a small town. Oh man, little Jason Aldean. I like old Aldean. Does anybody know? Did he perform? I think I asked earlier. Anybody know if he performed last night or was just there with his lovely wife, who I follow on IG?
Yeah,
He
I
was
don't
the
know.
one. He was the one playing. He was the one on stage playing when that shooting broke out in Vegas at that the country music festival.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember that?
I do.
Yeah, I can remember they started hearing some shit, and he was just like, "What the hell?" They all took off. You know that one where there was just a random lone gunman up there, just him by himself shooting
Yep.
guns.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
all. That's all.
yeah, definitely.
Nobody
Wasn't
else involved at all.
there's definitely no damn.
No cover up. Nothing to see here.
There's definitely no belt-fed machine guns, fucking firing shit away. Wasn't Eric Church playing too? Don't think so. I think it was just Aldine on stage. If I'm not mistaken, he was playing Night Train. About a mile down Fall Hill Road. That's about nobody knows. Come on, baby, listen to the Night Train. I'm pulling it up. Let's see.
I'm almost done with what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you what I'm doing in a minute.
Oh Lord, this should be good.
I'm supporting our future president.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Do the elections. I mean, it's over, man. I kind of wish you could vote today. They're talking about some states. You know, they're usually close calls that are saying it's going to flip. Of course, who's they? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
But be interesting too. Like Michigan has been, blue for a little while, and the auto workers union is going to carry that vote. And he covered that tonight, talking about getting the industry back here, and I think electric cars are still way far off. Pure electrics as far as being like as popular. I think there's a lot of time left with a combustion engine. All right.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, I mean they keep getting more efficient and cleaner. You notice how everything now they're starting to replace like big blocks with 4 and 6 cylinders that have some sort of forced induction, whether it's turbo or supercharger.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at new Camrys that are they're all-wheel drive, and it's not even a damn like hybrid, and they're advertising 46 miles a gallon, city and highway.
It's how much?
46.
Whoa.
And that was like I said, that's an all-wheel drive, non-hybrid. I've been in some Ubers that are some of those Toyota hybrids, man. They're quiet, they ride good, and shit, the damn gas mileage is crazy.
I bet.
Damn Toyota, it's hard to beat Toyota. Mechanics love them and hate them. They love them because they're easy. They hate them because they'd go broke if everybody drove a Toyota.
Yeah, that's always been the case, kind of with Toyota and Nissan. Nissan's kind of lost.
Yeah,
I mean, after that gas pedal shit that come out with Nissan, I think they're.
Dude, I had a customer when I was in the insurance business that happened too. So, 70-some-year-old had the pedal thing, put the car through an apartment complex on Thanksgiving Day. We had another one too that's the one that's That's the one. They thought it was that, but he, after investigation, you know, in chat, this may be something to learn from. But see, Unc, you know how your floor mats and your carpets, how they button down or there's a secure thing.
Oh,
We had
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
guy. We had an older gentleman that he ran his car. Accelerator got stuck. He ran into a house, and it's because his carpet was loose after cleaning it, and the carpet got pushed forward and it was a heavy duty enough carpet where it was holding down the accelerator. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm trying. It looks like all the videos that I used to watch are pulled, like of the whole Vegas shooting thing. Dude, that was so wild. Route 91 Harvest Festival. Dude, how did he get all those damn guns up there? I mean, they said, I know how he did it. His bellhop cart, like a couple loads, but man, I forget how many guns he had up there, but it was insane. It was Mandalay Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mandalay Bay.
I don't even know how he broke that glass. Supposedly that glass is crazy thick on those windows, like dude, they used to have a really good damn thing. What was that guy's name? Paddock?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Paddock. Yeah. Here it is. What the hell? This is wild. Dude, they've taken off all the fucking direct shots. Dude, there was a video that was online shortly after the shooting, and it was actually taken from an Uber that was in the line to pick somebody up at Mandalay, and he was recording, and he's the one that that had the angle that was showing flash from a different position. It was showing muzzle flash from another position.
Oh, I saw that.
And that
Yeah.
that video is gone. It ain't anywhere to be found.
Oh, of course.
What up, Ford? Good morning. Anybody else sneaking here? Nickel G. Yeah, Eric Church was there, Nickel G, for sure.
If you go to GodBlessTheUSABible.com, there's some shirts on there.
All right, let me see.
The America's Last Shot silhouette tee and Make America Pray Again tee.
All right, let's see. Lee Greenwood with Trump on the the cover.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I already got the.
Lee Greenwood don't look too bad to be 81 years old.
Is he that old?
Yeah, I looked it up tonight.
Shit, I didn't realize that.
He's 81. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's.
I'm just seeing where they sell Bibles. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you scroll down.
Uh-huh.
Can you read that?
If I blow you up, I probably can't. Hang on. Is it this one? No. That one. Okay. Let me take that cover off. Almost there, Jay. All right. It says, God bless the USA. What does it say above? Holy Bible.
All right. And then on the inside, you have
Is it laminated or like wax pages?
the back. Back is. So
Okay.
you have a message from Lee Greenwood, which is the lyrics to I'm Proud to Be an American.
Okay. Okay.
And then next you have
Declaration of Independence. Okay. Okay.
it's written out. And that takes up a couple of pages.
Constitution. Yep. Be an American, or at least I know I'm free.
List.
Each state. What's
Yeah.
it showing? Just who the leaders are, or Delaware. What I can't really tell. Carnell, James Hardy, John Blair, James
We just
McMaster.
list the names of the people from each state, and then
That do what?
that helped write the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, okay. The Bill of Rights.
And you got the Bill of Rights, and then
Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, yeah.
That's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. What do you say? They're selling T-shirts?
Yeah, if you scroll down on that page,
Uh-huh.
you'll see the shirts.
Which tab? On the home screen?
Shop.
Yeah, there it is. I'm not seeing a shop. Order now, maybe in there.
Hang on, let me see. Home. Wait, let me find it. Where's the shirts at?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I've kind of gone all through it.
Okay, so go back to the address and in front of put
God
VIP.
bless the USA. VIP dot God bless the USA Bible.com.
Yeah.
All right.
And that should give it to you. It's the same page, just scroll down.
Oh yeah, there we go. We got some merch, baby. All right, last shot. Is that what you're talking about?
I ordered the America's Last Shot silhouette tee and the Make America Pray Again tee.
America's Last Shot silhouette. Mug shot and gun shots.
That's the fucking image right there.
Hell
Him
yeah.
standing there with that. That could not be a better timing for that flag.
As soon as I saw that photo, like I was watching with my girl, and we were both like oh man, that's it.
That's it.
That's the one.
There's always that shot of the century. Like with 9/11, you had that shot of the plane hitting the tower and a big puff of smoke. Like that was the shot for that era, for the 9/11. This is the shot for Trump.
Yep. That's it. That's the Pulitzer Prize. That's the classic one. Still standing.
Still standing. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Did you hear the next day supposedly the next day, and this hadn't been vetted, but the cart boy, he played golf. He played 18 holes the next day, supposedly at Mar-a-Lago, and the cart guy came up and supposedly Trump drained like a 20-some foot putt, and he turned around and he said to the cart boy, he told him, he said, unlike the shooter, he said, I don't miss. But
oh man. Which you know why he was aiming where he was aiming, right?
Who, the shooter?
Yes, if you're taking a shot, like kill shot like that, you aim for the back of the brain because that's
It's the stem. That's
that's
the brain stem.
unsurvivable. Like you could survive a bullet to the front of the brain.
Yep.
Now, granted, you may have some deficits. You're gonna have some mental deficits, possibly some organ failure. Like you can survive, but a bullet to the back of the brain is unsurvivable. You cannot. There's no fixing that.
Have you seen some of those medical, like, I guess what they consider like just crazy, like somebody will get shot like through and through to the head and like have like zero symptoms. Like it's just like it never
People get screwdrivers stuck in their head.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
All kinds of shit.
Remember the
Nail
guy from
gun.
the huge dude from Billy Madison that had like that thing stuck in his head?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, there's been people that's had a hatchet.
Or not Billy Madison. What was Adam Sandler's golf movie called? Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore, yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't hit that brain stem, as long as you don't hit that spinal cord, brain stem, all that area, then you can possibly survive that shot. But he was aiming that way because the back of the brain shot is going to kill.
Mm-hmm.
He was aiming to kill. But when Trump moved his head, right when he pulled that trigger, that's what fucked him up. That's what got him a root canal via the cops or federal government or whoever.
Did you see that shot? They stuck that 300 Win Mag straight through his teeth. They knocked
Yeah. Yeah, come out the back of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad shot. That's a bad. He never knew what hit him. It just went black instantly.
Oh, yeah. Lights out, motherfucker.
I mean, look, they're sitting there. You can't. If you go back and watch, they're watching him. They have to have him in sight because that guy didn't move.
Well, the
when that
problem
first
is
shot rang out, he never moved his rifle to another position. He went back into the scope and pulled the trigger.
That, by the way, that group that you were watching that we thought took the shot didn't come from him. It came from another position. Yeah, it came from another position. It came from the building next to it. The one that everybody thought initially took the shot, his view was partially obstructed by the trees. The one back, the building back further, they're the ones that had the line of sight on him. They're the ones that took the shot. And I'd say likely, I mean, I don't know, that whole thing. I'm not going to go down that road again, but that whole thing is crazy. Before every event, they work up a range card, somebody that's going to do an Overwatch, recon sniper work. They'll make a range card up for the event. That's a lot of times, if it's an active president, they'll go out a mile and a half. A good sniper. I mean, the world record's that Canadian guy. He's got a confirmed kill at almost 2 miles out.
Well, I don't know how. I'm not sure how accurate as far as Chris Kyle, but it was 2,100 yards. In the book, 2,100 yards.
Chris is not. Chris doesn't hold the record.
No, not for distance. No, he holds the most. I think he holds the most. 242.
He's the one that he killed the Devil of Ramadi.
Didn't he? Wasn't it 242 confirmed?
I don't know. It was a lot. I think
it was, or 243, something like that.
Yeah,
it was over 200 confirmed.
I know somebody, Hathcock had the biggest distance wise, but dude, a 2 mile shot like that's insane. I mean, so basically, how capable some of these shooters are. Now, what I found very bizarre, and I saw the dude's gun. Initially, they were reporting that it was 22 long rifle. It was in fact 5.56. And he was shot with a 300 Win Mag, but the dude had the optic that was on the shooter's gun was an EOTech. So
really?
Yeah, which that does make it more difficult of a shot for that shooter, just because it's not. I want to show the chat. I don't know if they. EOTech. So EOTech is a holographic site, and it just projects either a red dot or like a red dot with a reticle. It's not a precision. Like if you're trying to engage a target and have effective, it's fine for hitting somebody in the, what do they call it, is it not the T zone, but just the area that you would want to shoot somebody to kill. It's easy enough with the EOTech to do that, but for precision shit, it's not like an actual scope. It's just in fact a holographic red dot. And now some of them, I'm looking for a good photo here. There's one with a bullet drop compensator.
Well, he had a rangefinder. He was walking around with a rangefinder an hour before because they saw him with the rangefinder.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
I don't know what the MOA was, Dimebag, but the point is he didn't have a scope, so it wasn't a very precision optic. Like I said, a red dot is just meant to, hit a man. Usually engagements up to 200-300 yards.
Yeah.
And anytime with a gun,
you're not going to incapacitate.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're really good.
For people that don't shoot, like the further you go out, like you have to compensate for how much the bullet's going to drop. So there's different graduated marks on like optics to where, you can be accurate going out further. But with a red dot, it's just, there's no holdovers on most of them. So
you got to really know your rifle.
Yeah.
And have been
if you're going
shooting
to hit
it
somebody accurately in the head, like that shot, that's hard. If you're just going to hit somebody in that, what they consider, I wish I remember what they call that zone, basically in the upper chest area. That's easy to do with that, but for precision, like actually hit somebody at that spot, that's harder than even at that short of a distance. But again, that distance is nothing. Like my daughter, when she was 12 or 13, I can't remember how old she was, but with an AK and an AR, she could shoot out to 300 yards on an 8-inch steel plate. Now she was shooting out of a sled, but it's the same thing as shooting with a bipod, laying down. So, and that's when she was 12 or 13 years old. No problem. And an 8-inch gong is basically the size of a human head. So it's not, 150 yards is nothing. Hell, some people could even hit that shot with a pistol. Not many, but
you have to really know a weapon well to be able to shoot like that. From that range and angle, and there's not me. Look, this is a kid that took his daddy's gun.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, this is also what we're being told too. Hell, he might not have been the one that shot him. You don't ever know. That's what we've been told.
There was enough good old boys in that area that I think what we were getting as far as raw that day.
Mm-hmm.
The BBC with that guy. Oh no, I said BBC.
Where's Bird?
I know. I said BBC. That kid, that guy that talked to the reporter from BBC. I think that's pretty well accurate. I think that, there's enough good old boys there that they would be making a hell of a fuss if there was some info coming out that wasn't right. So I feel like a lot of it was legitimate information that was being fed Saturday after it happened and Sunday. Mm-hmm. But now we're starting to get some spin because you see Secret Service, the woman over it, Cheadle, You know, she's avoiding people. She was at the RNC yesterday, and Marsha, what's her name from Tennessee?
Oh, I know who you're
Blackburn.
talking about. Yeah,
Blackburn.
I think so. Yeah.
Marsha Blackburn chased her down, and so did somebody else. And they were like, "You're gonna answer. You can ignore us all you want to, but you're gonna answer to the American people. You owe an answer to for why this failure happened."
Oh man, the Canadian dude had a 2.2 mile shot. The Canadians Special Forces. What's this guy's name? He's a musician. He's a Nashville musician now. Let's see. What's dude's name? Damn it. What is Dallas Alexander? There's something that's longer than that a Ukrainian they're claiming, but I don't think they can like confirm it. Well, actually, okay, here's 7. No way. They're showing guys at a range shooting 7,070 yards. It's not a kill. I guess the sniper kill is, but they're showing people shooting at a range 7,070 yards. That's over 4 miles, or right at 4 miles. That's nuts. Jeez, man, this is crazy. Everybody should go watch this. Did you see that shit about oh damn, I didn't realize that my thing was showing shit on the screen. This guy right here, y'all listen to Sean Ryan? That's Sean. Did you see this, JM, where he interviewed Ahmad Massoud? Oh man, you want to talk about it'll get you fired up, man? Fucking yeah, this is about when we pulled out of Afghanistan.
Oh yeah,
left the shit, and basically, you know, we'd been in country there for 20 some years and established a government, and then basically left it to be toppled by the Taliban. And
ask Mark Wahlberg what
he's talking about shooting.
Like didn't Wahlberg kill a man and got away with it?
What?
Oh, you ain't heard about that?
No.
I think Mark Wahlberg killed somebody years ago.
Come on.
I think so. I think it was somebody he got into it with or something, like maybe at a bar. I can't remember.
Really?
I've heard the details. I can't remember though. I know there's something. It's something like that.
What's the holdover for 7,000 yards? Depends on the round, but a lot. Whew. Yeah, I mean that's got to be 50, 338.
I heard it.
7mm.
Shady, I heard that years ago, like years ago. I heard that about Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg thing.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this clip that he's very uncomfortable. Wahlberg is. He goes on MTV, like, you know, one of the MTV shows, and Eminem used to just like diss the fuck out of Wahlberg, like Marky Mark.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, man. Come on.
So they ended up standing next to each other on like a TRL or some show, and Eminem kind of takes a crack at him there too, and Wahlberg is pretty uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark, this is how we used to make the party start. We used to dip in with Bacardi. What's up, Sensimilia? 904 Mike, have y'all seen Watch the Water? I haven't. And which documentary are you talking about that Eisman shown? Are you talking about the one that links COVID to like Cobra anti-venom or some shit? And The whole religious parallels to COVID and all that shit. Yes, I've seen it because we were both at Osmix at 0 Dark 30.
Wait, what?
There's
Nikki Haley did that?
What did she do? Hang on, let me get it. I saw Nikki. Somebody put Nikki Haley on something.
Nikki Haley posted on Twitter that she was attending the RNC to show support and unity after the assassination attempt 30 minutes before it happened.
Shut the fuck up.
What? Is that still there? Surely it's not still there.
No, hell no. What? There's no way. I guess Jack's Chicky's talking about Wahlberg. He was initially arrested for attempted murder. He was charged with 2 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, 1 count of marijuana possession, and criminal contempt. Are you talking about Wahlberg, Jax?
Yeah, probably so.
Welcome, Jack's Chicky, by the way. Since Amelia's pulled up, what's up? I didn't say hi to Raging Cajun 69, old David Wilson. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. Dimebag, what's up? Yeah, let me look there, dude. That Nikki Haley shit's crazy. There's no way. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. You get the fuck out of here. Nikki Haley Twitter post. I think that's all you need to search, right? Well, it's not like they would be talking about it. Nikki Haley calls for unity in speech endorsing Trump. You find anything, Jan?
No.
I'm not either. Who said that again? Ron, are you trolling? Where'd you see that? Captain America, what's up? Well, keep looking. Anyway, I highly suggest everybody watch this thing I got pulled up. I don't know if y'all watch Sean Ryan. He's an ex-Navy SEAL, and he's also worked with the CIA after the SEALs. But this is all about Afghanistan and the pullout. And this guy that he's interviewing, Masood,
13th.
His father was the leader of what's the name of that? They're basically like the freedom fighters. It's the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan, and they're back again, fighting the Taliban and having to go to guerrilla tactics to fight them. And they've got a terrorist organization that is their government. The Taliban's taken over. And,
what time did the shooting take place? It was 6:12, right? 6:12.
I don't know. Let me look at my thing. I
believe it was 6:12 p.m.
I got a message from Shoddy on Instagram that said Trump just got shot in the head and he's down. And dude, when I heard like a headshot, he dropped behind the podium, I'm like, oh shit, he's dead.
6:11.
Okay,
because Nikki Haley posted on July 13th at 6:03 p.m. This should horrify every freedom-loving American. Violence against the presidential candidate must never be normalized. We're lifting up Donald Trump, the entire Trump family, and all in our attendance in prayer. That was at 6:03.
Have a bag so I can put my extra clothes in here.
The hell was?
Yes, that was it. I don't know if times. See, that's the thing. I don't know if if that was at 7:03, because that it may be showing me in my time zone, but he was in Eastern time when he got shot because he was in PA. They're an hour ahead. So was that at 7:03? Actually, was that would that be 7:03 Eastern instead of 6:03? If so, then she posted it, almost an hour after it happened. I don't know.
Let's see. Secret Service was aware of a suspicious person 20 minutes before the assassination attempt. Timeline. Dude, that's wild, man. I mean, surely more people would be talking about that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Lee Greenwood stuck in my head all day. Trump approaches the left, 6:11. Basically 6:11 p.m. Eastern. It says 6:11 p.m. Mr. Trump turns to his right and gestures towards a screen with a chart showing statistics on border crossings. So right around there in the 6:11 time frame. And I'm assuming that would be local time in PA, which would be Eastern. Now, Twitter, as far as what time they list that it was posted, it would be in the time zone wherever Nikki Haley posted. So, social media star.
All right, so my son's getting some news about training.
Shit today?
He's just messaged me about what's going on because he's getting fed up with it.
Yeah.
I talked about it a little bit. He got hurt. He got hurt over some bullshit because he's with these young kids that are 3 or 4 years younger than him, and they're horse playing and carrying on, acting immature. Well, middle of the night, they pulled him out of his bunk one night, fucking around, and he fell on the floor, and when he hit, it pulled a tendon in his hip. And he's been hurt for the last 3 weeks.
Right.
Not able to walk, kind of hurt. They kept telling him to push through it. You're fine, push through it. They did x-rays, couldn't see nothing. Well, you can't see a tendon on an x-ray. Right. And then finally, it got to the point where he collapsed because he couldn't walk. They kept pushing him to do, training, and he collapsed and couldn't get up. Well, they took him to medical. They did a ultrasound and seen the tendon was tore. Then they believed he was hurt. So he's gotten real frustrated with the bullshit from the military and them not believing him when he said he was hurt. And he's like, I'm at the point where I just want to come home. I'm tired of this shit. I told them over and over and over I was hurt. They wouldn't believe me. I'm just ready to come home. And so I've been telling him, hey, just stick it out. His only way to get out is to get an other than honorable failure to adapt.
Right.
And I'm like, you don't want that. That's not something you want over your head. I know you want to come home. I know you're frustrated and depressed, but try to stick it out because you don't want other than honorable discharge.
No.
It's not worth it. And so finally they're telling him now Because at first they told him, hey, you're getting dropped. Not dropped like sent back home, dropped from training to where he has to start over with a new company. And they finally have told him, well, since you haven't been dropped for more than 60 days, you're not going to have to start over. You're just going to pick up where you left off, which is going to put him back on track to come home when he was supposed to. But I've been telling him, like, look, future jobs and shit, they're going to look down on that if you get an other than honorable discharge, even if it is something medical. You know, even if you do have a good reason for it now, in the future, you're going to look back and say, I wish I hadn't have done that. Now, I'm trying to tell him, like, if you ever listen to anything I tell you ever again, listen to me on this. You don't want other than honorable.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he listens. I'm thinking that, you know, he ain't got that much longer. We're talking September. You know, he'll be coming home in September.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, son, it's only, even if you do get dropped and picked up on the next company, it's only a couple of weeks later than you were originally supposed to come home.
Yeah.
So.
You think he's just homesick or?
Yeah. Yeah, he wants to get back and get on the ambulance. I mean, he's looking forward to getting back and working at the ambulance service again. He wants to come back and work with me. Because now that I'm working regular again, I don't like working in the summer. I just don't. I mean, it's fucking hot. It's miserable. Half the time, ambulances ain't cooling right. We've had so many problems with cooling. Like, bad. I'm talking driving down the road in the back of the ambulance with no air. Now, I can't haul a patient in that because the state says we have to keep them comfortable as far as temperature.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a couple of times where we've taken one and, you know, air has been working while we were running the patient, and then we get done and the air goes out on us on the way back. And it's miserable. Because you got this big old box that, you know, is basically a heat chamber.
That's what I was
you know, you can't do anything. You can't dispel any of the heat. But,
all right, I'm looking back.
Plus, this girl's trying to kill me. I really feel like I think that's her mission.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, she's trying to kill me. I think maybe she's talked to my wife and found out there's an insurance policy. Maybe they're going to split it. I don't know, but she's trying to kill me. I really feel like my life is in danger.
Where's Nikki Haley from?
North Carolina.
Well, there's no difference in time between Carolina and Pennsylvania.
No, I don't know where she was at when she did that, but she's from North Carolina.
I'm just saying, assuming she was maybe at home. Dude, somehow my Twitter account got suspended.
Oh.
And I don't use it. Like, the only thing I've ever used it for, like in the last 2 years, was to make a YouTube appeal. Like,
I've used mine for that.
I do not use it at all. Like, nothing. I haven't posted anything. Just tried to log in like a month or two ago, and it was saying that I'm suspended.
You know, Elon Musk, after that happened on Saturday.
Yeah, I know he endorsed Trump.
Oh, man, he has so many tweets every day I can't get back. Oh, wait, July 16th. 17th. That's the 17th. Jesus, at the tweets. July 16th.
Dude, that's crazy. Why? I don't. And I went back to look at my Twitter to see if it was like hacked or something, to where somebody had posted shit. Like, it wasn't. Like, Really weird.
Oh, he is pissed about California. What the fuck? Where is his post at? I'm looking for Elon Musk post.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
What's it about? Well, I've exceeded my rate limit, so I'm done on Twitter because I don't guess you can browse as a guest. What's up, Gina G? I didn't say hi, Mike. Mike, what's up, buddy? Who else is in here? Yeah, I'm gonna look, Ron, and see if I can see something. Bo's Outpost, what's up? Harley, what's up? Wow, James, looking this thing that I was talking about, this interview with Masood. Masood's father used to lead that army, and he was killed 3 days before 9/11. And anyway, it's Masood now. So once we pulled out, basically Afghanistan's a shit show again. Taliban's in charge of the government, like they're the actual recognized government. Women and children being, raped, killed, and just atrocities. Not letting them go to school, like it's worse than Sharia law. Just all kinds of shit going on over there. And here's the kicker: America basically gives money and funding to just about every country as a humanitarian efforts and AIDS. This will make you sick, but United States government gives Afghanistan, we don't know an exact number, but anywhere from $70 to $87 million a week. $70 to $87 million a week.
Wow.
Is what we're providing in funding for the Taliban. Well, for Afghanistan, which is effectively the Taliban. So, yeah. All the shit that's going on in Afghanistan, I don't see how we're not going to end up back there again at some point.
We are, yeah. It says, I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery.
Yeah.
That was at 5:45 p.m. on July 13th. So, yeah, it must have been an hour ahead. It must be 5:12 when it happened for him. I don't know some.
Wait, 5:13 p.m.
In his time, in
I don't. Well, no time is quicker than no one gets ahead of East Coast.
I don't know how they're showing. I don't know how they're showing it as far as when it happened.
Yeah, but I mean,
what time did it happen on Twitter?
They're saying that, like the thing that I watched, the timeline is saying the shooting was at, what did I say, 6:12 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. So it would be earlier in the day. As the further west you went.
Yeah.
So in Vegas it would have been 3:12. 6:11. Yeah, Ron. I'm sorry, I said 6:12. So yeah, if he was on
if he was in Texas,
yeah, it'd be an hour. Yep.
I seen where let's see, the state will take away your kids in California. That's what he said. Gavin Newsom signed AB 1955 today, which bans schools from making rules requiring parental notification if a child identifies as transgender.
Did you know they can take your kids if you don't recognize them as trans? Like if you don't play the fairy tale with them, they can absolutely remove your children. CPS can remove your children from the home.
That's fucked up.
Absolutely. I know someone that happened to. A friend of a friend. And this girl went into the system and actually ended up being trafficked by a bad foster family. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys are parents of kids like school age kids, especially junior high and high school, go visit the school and go to the library. and look at the books that you find on sexuality and lifestyle and shit like that.
Oh, this girl's kind of cute.
Yeah, they got books. They got books in there about straight up incest. Yeah, wrong. That happened. That happened to my daughters. My daughter's in college now, but she broke bad on him her senior year. She's a 4.0 student and went to the office and fucking broke bad on him because she had to watch a girl piss in a litter box.
Naomi Seep.
Who's that?
Siped. I don't know. I just come across her on Musk timeline on Twitter. She's British, I'm assuming, but
who is she though? What'd she do?
She's just talking about the German state-funded comedian that wishes death on Trump and Musk.
Hey, Tex, thanks for the $2, buddy. He said, Trump 2024, Biden no more. YouTube keeps rejecting. Oh, they were rejecting that message? Oh, yeah, in the chat. Yeah, chat has been, since the attempt, chat has been very finicky with with what it will take. I was having to, like, type all kinds of shit. Who is this JM? I don't want you to panic. I want you to think. That's a young girl.
She's like a reporter.
That's a very young girl. Is there something you wanted me to show in particular?
I don't know how do I share a post from her? Share. Oh, there's a share button.
I've got her posts. I've got her pulled up here.
It's this one.
Well, what's the post about? I can.
You have to unmute it.
Yeah, I know, but which post do you want me to show?
That one.
This one right here?
Yeah. Right. Well, no, wait. No, the one in the back chat.
That's the first one. Well, in back chat just took me to the profile, I think.
No, there's another link I just posted.
Oh, okay. No, that's what I clicked on. Is it the one I warned you about, El Hotzo, the German state-funded comedian?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'll find that.
That's what when you click the link in the back chat?
No, I'm still on. This is another.
Oh, it's way on down.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, let me just share this one instead. Why is it not giving me the option?
It's from her on
accidentally.
July 16th, so it's going to be way back on her feed.
Yeah, I got it. This is it, right?
Yeah.
Observed his. My name is Naomi Seip, and I am a German political commentator on international politics. A few days ago, in the context of the assassination attempt against Donald Trump, I exposed the German comedian El Hotzo. He posts satire on X, and this is where he grew his incredibly large audience of around 700,000 followers. What is very important to note is that he is not just any comedian. He is paid for by the legacy media, which is taxpayer funded. And I have observed his account for years. He blocked me a few years ago because he's against anyone who challenges his very openly Marxist beliefs. And he often just borders the line of going too far and wishing the absolute worst on people. Now, with the assassination attempt, he showed his true colors, and he made a post to show that he wishes Donald Trump had died. This post is deeply vicious, and it has come to my attention from many friends in my home country that this is an attitude that is supported by many. El Hotzo inspires especially the younger generation in Germany to follow his lead. And they think it's funny to not only wish death upon Donald Trump, but death upon the American dream, death upon society. These beliefs are toxic and deeply anti-humanistic. In fact, I've just discovered another old tweet, thanks to my friend Miro, who made me aware of this, where he reposts Elon, who said, "If I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you." And El Hotzo comments on this, saying, "No tweet has ever given me as much hope as this one." This should not be supported. I want to stress this again. El Hotzo grew his platform on the former platform Twitter, which of course now is still X. And so this is his main platform. I believe it is time to ban him. Do you agree with me?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Hadn't been off too long, has it? Let's see. So I'm going to post this link for y'all. This interview with Sean Ryan. Again, this guy is basically leading the resistance against the Taliban in Afghanistan. Took over the job for his father, who was, had the same position, and was assassinated on September 8th, 2001. This guy also talks about the potential terrorist attacks here on American soil, and there's intelligence that he's aware of, and he's talking about the weak southern border, and he makes a point. He says every terrorist attack that's happened on our soil, the stakes have always been higher. It's always gotten larger every time. So he was saying, whatever they do next, would like make 9/11 look like a dress rehearsal. Let's see. Rob O'Neill. And this right here.
A cop or a teacher.
This is, I'll put the link for this. This is probably one of the best breakdowns of
Secret Service, any of that stuff.
The assassination attempt. I don't know if y'all watch this. This is Drinking Bros podcast. But Tim Kennedy's on there, which Tim Kennedy's a badass. Actually, I think Tim Kennedy's still active duty. Special operations. Of course, Rob O'Neill's on here too, which Rob O'Neill was SEAL Team 6. He's the guy that supposedly shot bin Laden. And then Dallas Alexander's on here, the Canadian guy that hit the 2-mile shot from Canada. But it's very interesting to hear their take on all of this.
Is because of the places we're at, where
that's Rob. That's the guy that supposedly killed bin Laden.
The Marine who was on the subway, and he.
I don't know what games people play on their phone anymore. I'm too old.
Let's see. Hang on.
If there's
most brilliant men in the security industry today, and he was.
We do not know the motive of this.
Is that if Trump blow this right on up? This is what.
Anyway,
explain to the.
Really good. Both of those videos are are kind of must watch. Oh, what's up, Michelle? Which one did you watch? The Sean Ryan or this Drinking Bros? I so wanted 50 Cent to show up at the RNC. I thought that would have been badass. 50. Robin Hill gets on my nerves. Broke the creek. Yeah, I agree. But, still a. Check out Sean Ryan's interview with CIA targeted nicknames. Super bad. Dude, the scary one was I've only listened to a little bit of it so far, but Sean Ryan interviewed that lady that's, I guess she's kind of well versed and educated on nuclear weapons. And she was talking about in the event of like a nuclear weapon, like if it was used, basically the fallout that it would cause, like in the distances, and just you just can't imagine something that powerful, basically. James cleaned the pool. Yeah, I think 50 actually endorsed Trump after the shit. Didn't he? On Instagram. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tucker Carlson was good too. What up, Pit Stop? Yo, Pit Stop, where were you the other night, man? Mike went live from jail. He said that JPay was getting a little light. The commissary. What's up, Cass? Info Warrior. What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute, Pit Stop. Hope you're good, buddy. I'm sure you're still making your way through all the single women down there and down south. Let me see. I'm looking for something at the moment. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men, many men. Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. All right. Feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Nice, dude. Busy means greens, bills, dividends, Pit Stop. Dude, start going live again. I don't see only God can judge me because I see things clear. Quick, these crackers will give my black ass 100 years. I'm like Paulie and Goodfellas. You can call me the dog. Like Malcolm by any means with my gun in my palm. Slim switch sides on me. Let niggas ride on. I keep thinking I'm hearing JM like something getting put on a table or something. But his mic's been muted. Unless it's in this track. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men. Every night I talk to God, but he don't say nothing back.
I know he protected me, but I still stay with my gut and my nightmares. Niggas keep pulling checks on me. Psych say some bitch.
Did y'all hear that?
The feds didn't know much when Pop got shot.
And that?
Got a kite from the pins that told me Tuck got knocked. I ain't gonna spell it out for you motherfuckers all the time. Are you a literate nigga? You can't read between the lines. In the Bible it says, what goes around comes around. Mama shot me 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason. Cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Many men,
Coffee. I've never had a cup of coffee in my life. Not one.
Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men, many men. Wish death on me.
You heard it, Shady? I think it's just inconsistencies in the recording. I'm surprised somebody hadn't put together like a 50 Cent Many Men Trump thing. They probably have.
Yeah, it ain't me because I just pulled back up at home.
Yeah, no, I know it wasn't you. Your mic's been muted the whole time. But it was like I was hearing shit like people, you know, like something getting put on a table, and then like a microphone sound, and it was weird. Really odd. Hey, does Filthy got something big tonight?
Do what?
Does Filthy have something big for tonight?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's going live though.
Well, I know he's going live, but
I wouldn't doubt it.
There's a remix. It's a minute and a half. Oh, Trump singing? AI Trump.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Yeah. And haters trying to take my life away. I got the service that I'm working for popping at me. Yeah. Clipped in the air now and you gonna see. Yeah. Sleepy better watch how he speak on me. Cause I'll come and take your mic away. Many men, billions. Many men. Some women too, killer. Wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Got the deep state putting money on my head. Go ahead and get your refund, dum-dums. I ain't dead. I'm about to paint the mat red. In every state, I put MAGA on my head to make America great. Whole gang tried to beat me, but the rumors ain't stick. Sleepy Dro tried to sleep me, but his shooters ain't shit. Still standing right here with my right ear clipped. Fist up in the air, yeah, little bitch, you missed. They want me out of the race, trying to cut off my legs, but they tripped like Dro on Air Force One stairs. They tried to Mandalay Bay me, JFK me. Only thing they really did was make the crowd go crazy. Many men, yeah, wish death upon me. That's right. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Yeah, and haters trying to take my life away. I got the service that I'm working for popping at me. Yeah, clipped in the air now and you gonna see. Yeah, Sleepy better watch how he speak on me. Cause I'll come and take your mic away. Many men, billions, and many men. And some crooked women. Wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me.
That's pretty good. I figured somebody had done something like that. Did you hear that, Jay? What's going on out here? Certified 5150. Square always reacts like this when he sees a naked female. Oh, this should be good.
Brother, what's that?
What's that, brother?
Jeez. Many men. Da, 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 da. Swirling Bambi on the backs.
Dude, I almost fought my coworker yesterday.
Why?
Because she has this attitude.
No, that's not. Oh, I saw this yesterday. Does anybody know? Is Baby Marmar in jail again? Or do y'all know? Or is he just trolling? Yeah. Sorry, True Text. I'll get you the link. Hold up. Oh shit! When is this happening? Oh fucking Nate Dogg. Looks like he's. Oh shit! He's called. He's a huge announcement with Dad, aka Diamond Dale. Oh shit! Huge announcement coming up. 13 hours. Have mercy on me. Under my eyes, homie, I can't see. All right, let me get that for you, Tex.
Many men wish death upon me. That's right. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Yeah. And haters trying to take my life away. I got the service that I'm working for popping at me. Yeah. Clipped in the air now, and you gonna see. Yeah. Sleepy better watch how he speak on me. Cause I'll come.
Cass, you've never heard Diamond Dale? That's that's Dale's name from his earlier life. Let me give you a hint. Ladies, welcome to the stage. Diamond Dale. Known for his special talent, the whirly bird. Don't be shy. Pull those dollars out, ladies. Diamond Dale. Diamond Dale. The Chippendale. The patented whirly bird. I'm assuming the whirly bird is some sort of version of the helicopter. And yeah, father-son reacts, JD. Shady. Yeah, Dale and Nate. So Nate, it was totally on that recording. Listen to that.
Hey, yo, man.
What the fuck is that supposed to be? I don't know. It was weird. The AI remix, baby. I bet you there's more too. Yeah, here's another one. Let's check this out for a second.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My bad, I know well, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. These pussy niggas put money on my head. Go on, get your beef, but motherfucker, I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king, and I ain't been crowned. When I round, something special happen every time. I'm the greatest. Something like.
All right, that's not as good. And it's 4 minutes long. Have mercy on me. Oh, look at y'all see Dana up there? He was fired up. I think he had a massive pre-podium rail. Him and Don Jr. were back there, freaking snorting lines. Eric was like, "Let me get in on it, guys," and they're like, Psh. They laughed at Eric, told him to go away. Ja Rule. That's funny. Look at him. Look how fired up he is. Look at that shot of Dana. So initially, I think Dana's introduced Trump at all the RNCs, but in 2016, Trump. Well, here's the deal: Dana White considers Trump to be like kind of the reason why the UFC is successful, and credits them with that it would have never taken off without Trump, because initially when they started the UFC or when they took it over, nobody there wasn't really a place that would allow the events to happen, or the price was so inflated, like it just wasn't feasible. And apparently Trump is a massive fan that of UFC. Like he's a student of the sport, and apparently he has calls with Dana all the time about what's going on in that world. And anyway, Trump from back in the beginning let him host events at Atlantic City, Vegas, different properties, and it's like I said, Dana credits Trump with all of his success. He's never been a financial backer. They've never been in business together whatsoever. But always credited Trump with the success. Always considered themselves great friends. And in 2016, you got to remember, the woke left was pushing the Trump hate narrative pretty hard. I mean, you got to remember, guys, people were talking about, they were talking about moving to Canada, like your neighbors and shit. It was clearly the Trump hate was real at the time. So as a business owner, endorsing Trump publicly was a risk for a lot of people. It could affect business big time. So when Trump called Dana and asked him, "Hey, I want you to do it," but he told him, he said, "I really want you to consider the ramifications of doing this. Like, I'm not the popular guy. Like, this could actually affect your business. This is, it's probably not going to work out in your best interest to do this." And was just straight up with him and told him, "Look, I'm going to have no hard feelings." And Dana was like, basically, of course, he said yes immediately, and he said, "I wouldn't miss it for the world." And he had always supported Dana. So Dana did it. That's the story of the first time. I'm assuming he did it again in 2020. I'm not sure, but of course they told the story tonight that Dana said initially he was on vacation somewhere far away, as they say, but he made it. You definitely didn't hear me say I love many men, Don. You are like all these other locales out there are doing what's called projecting. So if I can give you a link, Don, if you want to come out, you are more than welcome to use this channel as your platform to come out and spring forward into your new lifestyle. So if you need that link, buddy, just let me know. And I got you, dog. I got you back like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where's paste? I've cut, but I need to paste. What the? Here it is. Many men wish death upon me. Did they bet on Trump dying? I gotta remember who. When people have real names on Instagram, I always forget like who's who. All right, what is this? Oh, this is an interesting title. Slayback sent this to me. It says the day before Trump was shot, a record amount of money was short sold betting against Trump media. Day before Trump was shot, $96 million of Trump media shares were short sold. Shit. That is interesting. Oh my God, that's interesting. Don says, Rich, when are you and Rusty going back to normal lives? I don't know. I've been going through my shit medically. Fucking just kind of, I'll go live when I kind of feel like it. And Rusty's been doing his thing. He's been super busy. But I don't know. Sometime. Definitely gonna try to hit the river. Drew's the dog. Drew's the homie. Where's Shotty? Miss Vicky, and then on Shotty's schedule. Shotty has a schedule. And this is definitely in the sleep zone for Shotty. Actually, he should have probably been on at the beginning. Can I do a conspiracy panel? Yeah, hell yeah. What up?
What's up, homie?
It's everybody's favorite uncle.
What's going on?
Do that, Cass. Call him, wake him up. And by the way, happy birthday, Cass.
Yeah, happy birthday, Cass. Rich will be at your house butt naked jumping out in the cake in about 30 minutes.
No, he won't. We need to keep all of Cass's food in her stomach and not vomiting everywhere.
When you opened up with Metallica this morning,
Did you wake up?
Oh, dude, I just wanted to run around outside butt naked in the yard.
Hell yeah, dude. A little battery will get you going.
Oh, shit. So, are we surprised that that they dropped charges on Gotcha?
No, not at all.
So here's, not to go back to the beginning of your broadcast or whatever, but
Gotcha stopped by. I don't know if you saw him.
yeah, oh yeah, I see him. Yeah. I was trying to advocate for him not to come up until you paid him 4 bumps, but he wouldn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So listen, people need to figure out or find out why this dude's so willing to go after somebody else for behind Johnny, but not willing to press charges on him. There's something hidden there that we don't know.
So you're saying, wait a minute, willing to wait? What? How'd you put that again, Unc?
I said we need to figure out why Mike Endicott is so willing to take it and press charges for Johnny, but not press on him
against him. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's something up with that because he clearly violated the law by taking and following falsified police reports.
Oh, but he didn't know what he was doing, Unc.
Yeah, you know? But it's no excuse of the law. That is the law.
He's just a baby tartar. He didn't know. He's,
Here's what I see happening though, right? When Johnny really gets into some shit and he really needs them, they're not going to pay attention to him because he's done this so many times.
Well, that's what I was saying. I can't imagine being a person that's responsible for, I mean, we've kind of all heard bumblings of, I would never talk about it just because of the unprofessionalism that exists, but, hearing things that local folks from Primerville have said, willingly to anybody that asks about Johnny.
Listen, so here's what I don't think Endicott's thinking about. When he told Gotcha Man just don't come to Kentucky, was giving him legal advice. That right there could get him disbarred in itself.
Well, I mean, I guess it just comes down to how hard do you want to push it.
Right.
It's not, I mean, I know that there is a fine line between like legal advice and advertisement.
I think I'm gonna call Mike Endicott myself on live.
All right.
I think we need to ask him some questions.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think that's a good idea?
I don't know. I heard a recording recently, and I don't know if it ever was made public, but it was a call, and it was just talking about the displeasure of the shit with Gotcha Man, and then the person that questioned him, like, hey, this, and talked about his own woes, like with having DUI as a county attorney, and he basically got really snippy and said, you know what, basically, hey, I'm voted here by the people.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking of different type of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to see. It's gonna be entertaining. I'll just say that.
Oh, he did InfoWarrior? I didn't know. I'd heard it, but I didn't want to. I didn't know if that was public or not.
What? Somebody released it?
Yeah, Goose put it out.
Oh, Goose called him.
Oh, Vicky, he will. Hang on a second. He definitely will take the call. Endicott will.
Yeah. Well,
he doesn't. He never knows who he's. I mean, he never knows who he's going to be talking to until he's talking to him. No, he'll take the call.
Well, we damn sure gonna call him. We're gonna have fun with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's what old JM in the AM was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Bada bing.
I'm definitely gonna call. Matter of fact, Jam, if you want, we can three-way them together.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm down for it.
Y'all are talking about a gangbang on old.
A gangbang.
What is Dana Hall gonna call Endicott? Is this Mr. Endicott?
Hey, well, all bullshit aside, I am glad to see that Gotcha Man got that shit squared away. But it should never come to that. And what kind of fucking idiot even remotely even thinks about pressing charges on somebody? And that it blows my mind somebody that's got that kind of authority is listening to a goober, dude. It's like, what? As much trouble as he's caused there. But I guarantee you, he's either got some kind of fucking recording with Mike Endicott that's
probably,
yeah, or he knows something on him, or like y'all was saying earlier, he's worked for him. It's got to be one of the things. Mike's kind of scared of him for some reason, and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see if he's got a sexual fetish towards Johnny. Is all I'm saying. But we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna do it live.
Tattoo Teardrop says that you need to call and open the call with, "Let me tell you something, brother."
Dude, old fucking who was that did that?
The Hulkster, baby. Hulkamania.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Terry Bollea.
So maybe there is some kind of corruption down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small town. Of course there's corruption.
So we need to see about Mike running for damn district attorney in Paintsville.
Well, the problem is you've actually got to be an attorney.
Oh.
And I'd say you have to be a resident of the town.
You can't. What do you mean? You can't run for
Now,
council and not live in the city.
I think you got to live there, maybe in the county. I'm not sure, but okay, Drew knows somebody that could move to Paintsville and run against
How big is that?
the.
All bullshit aside, how big is Paintsville?
It's not that large. I want to say, if I had to guess off the top of my head, I'd say 20,000 people. I'm gonna look it up though. 20,000 people would be my guess. Let's see.
20,000 is 19,999 people.
Paintsville, Kentucky, population.
Damn, somebody got their
Oh
cat.
shit, I was way off. Well, it only goes back to 2022 census. It says there's 4,199 people and one retard.
Well, there's your problem right there. There ain't nobody there. There's nobody.
4,200 people. Mayor's Bill Mike Runyon. I mean, with a name like Bill Mike, if you've got two first names, you're pretty much a pimp. Let's see.
That's what it is. Because, I mean, the dude even admitted that he knows that Gobble Nuts is stoned all the time. So how can you take anybody like that serious? But there's
now you're a little stoned right now,
and you're not going to dictamate. And that's what I'm going to say. You was telling Got Your Man to say dictamate. I'm going to use that word several times.
You got to get it in there. Don't you dictamate to me.
I might even say his own word.
Or you could put a Seth in there. You could be like, you son of a bitch. There's no Bill Mike. Many man.
Yeah, that's
Runyon's no longer coaching basketball. That's a shame. There's old Bill Mike.
Well, hell.
It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame we don't like Johnny more. We could go down, run a solid campaign for him, and probably get him the governorship, or not governor, the fucking mayor. Can you imagine Johnny Gobble's mayor of Paintsville? That would be the ultimate troll.
Yeah, that would be the crash of their fucking economy for sure.
Have mercy on me. What's Barron? What's Joe saying? Oh shit. Joe's gonna get a booth at the Apple Festival.
The Apple Festival. I heard Johnny likes bobbing for apples.
Yeah. Oh.
Y'all played that fucking thing with that picture this morning. I busted out laughing. That is some weird shit though, really. For a grown
what are you talking about?
Picture to Ryan. That's some weird shit.
Oh yeah.
That really showcases him in a nutshell of who he is.
Cass says he does like it. He also likes bobbing for Merle's nuts too. Yeah, y'all answer. Let's take a vote in the chat. If you could get merch, if you could get Mike 12-point merch of like a yard sign, obviously it probably wouldn't ship with the little metal spikies, but like, like a laminated / all-weather sign that said 12-point 2024. A man that can see us through, whatever the slogan is. Who would buy one?
Hell, I'd go have them made. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know how much they would cost, but I mean, assuming they're like $20 or under.
They're about $400 for 100 of them corrugated signs.
Cass said she would buy 10. Put a 1 in the chat if you would buy 12-point campaign yard sign. Well, like I said, you wouldn't have the metal stakes, but yeah.
Bud Point looked like he was doing rough behind bars last, didn't he?
Oh shit, bro, he had it made. I sent Johnny over there, and Johnny took him a load of stuff. He keistered it. You should have seen that shit he's keistered in, man. It was like two sleeping bags, a pack of toilet paper. What else was it? A 17-inch MacBook Pro, 2 iPad Minis, the chargers for all of them. Something else was in there. Some toot, some weed. I think that was about it. But he had also keistered for another inmate. So,
busy old dude, ain't he?
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't put it in the actual yard tattoo. It would be, like I said, you wouldn't have the damn metal things. It would just be you'd put it on the wall or something. Oh, was there a carton of cigarettes in there as well? I missed that.
And coffee. Don't forget the coffee.
Was there coffee? Damn.
Well, you gotta do something with all that milk.
It was a spacious prison purse is what Mike said. It was whistling. The more empty it got, that little echo. Hello, hello, hello. They say that's my butthole, guys. Dude, I would love a clip of that. Johnny was on panel with a bunch of us, and Seeper's avatar was a butthole. And it was right above Johnny, and Johnny said, that's what he said to the chat. They say that's my butthole, y'all. Oh, Lord. Freaking Cass is over here calling me a hoe in the chat. Oh, damn. Dark Messiah just goes in for the kill shot. What's up, man? Hadn't seen you in a bit. Let's see. What do you all predict JM's doing right now? Because it literally could be anything. It could be anything. Like cleaning the pool, maybe. Flying the drone. Joe said making mud.
It's probably designing a website.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah.
Jam's the man. Or he might be actually doing some work.
No, he said he wasn't going to do nothing today. He said today was the fifth day, the Lord's fifth day, and he's resting on the fifth day and the seventh this week. He could be writing a novel. He's talking to his son. Yeah, you're probably right, Ron. You're probably right. Paula says Jay was just saving somebody's life, cleaning the pool, having affairs, and hooking up new equipment. That's a pretty good. What's up, Paula? How you doing? Good morning.
Are you still going live with me tonight or what?
Oh, that's right. That's tonight, isn't it? Yeah, sure. It's late, isn't it? Like 10:45?
Yeah, 10:45. We're just going to. I honestly thought about having an open chat, Rich.
Yeah.
Let them speak their piece. And
make their piece to you?
Well, to everybody, really, about what they think, what's going on. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
I wonder if Baby Marmar will come by.
So when you ask that, I want to say Osmic was sniping him yesterday. I don't think he's in jail.
Okay, all right.
I think that's some bullshit.
Yeah, something's going on, though.
Well, I think his girlfriend I hate to say this, but being that she's got adopted kids, I think that she's getting nervous because people are pulling up their address, which is stupid. But jeopardizing her money is what I think is going on.
Ooh, which is probably right. Intimate conversation with his mistaken texter. That's true. Have you heard about that, Unc?
What's that?
The JM got a random text one day from a dude that was like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. That's some funny stuff, man. He's seen
Oh, yeah.
got him seen the pictures of Square.
Yeah, he's like, I have a bat phone for all shenanigans, so send the D pics and everything to this number.
Wow. Crazy.
All right. I'm here.
Probably in there jerking off.
Yeah.
How is has anything progressed with your mistaken texter?
No, not since yesterday. He hadn't sent any more.
Okay.
See, it's after 8 o'clock, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Let's see.
Yeah, it's oh, you're an hour behind. It's 8:30 your time.
Let's see. Connect to Roadcaster Pro 2.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Hey, now what's going? I wish we could see the dude's face when he finally bumps into the girl and he says, "Hey, did you like those pics I sent?" Like, what?
So for all of the chatters that don't know, some random dude texted JM like a month or so ago, basically saying that he missed her, and obviously some chick like gave him the wrong number or something. So he's been carrying on back and forth.
Yeah.
And they escalated things a couple weeks ago. What did you say? Send me a D pic, and then didn't he say, "I thought you'd never ask"?
Yeah.
But he's having him send it to his bat phone, which is Square's number. So he's not getting any gay photos, just squizzle.
All right. This started. So there's. Why did it go back? Okay. Damn, man, I gotta go all the way up again. This started a month ago, as you can see.
Yeah. Rita, how about you read us the first text?
June 17th.
Get the chatters up to speed. Just read the first text that he sent.
So Monday, June 17th, 11:54 p.m.
Oh, late night.
No, that's a.m. Sincerely hope that the lunch rush goes well today. Hopefully you were able to spend some time with your father yesterday. I think about that all the time. Hoping that your relationship with him is getting better. He has a great daughter, a very strong woman. I'm sure he's proud of you, even if he doesn't admit that. I mean that wholeheartedly. You do a lot more than you realize for everyone. I've been grieving a lot recently. It's incredibly hard for me to process still. I see a little bit about exactly what you probably experienced. It's rough. I'm getting through it. But still, it's incredibly hard. Only thing that keeps me going is thinking about you. I wanted so long to ask you, how did you cope with losing your mom? What did you do to help it? And let's go up well, this is later on in the day. I miss you so very much. You really, really have no idea. All I've ever wanted is to be closer to you. When you said you needed time and space after we met, I gave it to you freely. Honestly, it kind of killed me to give it to you, but also knew for us to grow through everything, I had to. I had to show you that respect. I had to be genuine and there regardless. I had to pull back even if I just wanted to talk to you every day. Let's go up a couple of days. Wednesday, June the 19th. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Amanda. That's a lot of good mornings.
Wow.
Sincerely hope all is well and you're staying dark. Hopefully you could rest well. I slept well after messaging you last night. I appreciate you listening. I really need someone like you who always listens. I was honest. Let's see. This is where it gets kind of hairy. So if you see all those good mornings in there.
Wow.
Come on, focus. So I said this. Focus, damn it. It ain't gonna do it, is it?
JM got some poor old dude in there touching himself. Text message.
I think I can see something that says send D pics.
Yeah. How do you go from mourning somebody talking about some and then go straight into sex stuff?
Well, he's put in the time, like he's send dick pics. I have hold still. I was honestly hoping you would ask.
Where else? Yeah.
I can't read the bottom line. Yeah, it's too out of focus.
Damn. Why does it keep losing focus?
I don't know, dude. I was honestly hoping you would ask. There we go. Of course I'll send some. And then you say send to. You put Square's number. I get that number just for naughty stuff. Yeah, I love that. It's legitimately made me laugh. It definitely seems like something you would do. Sent, baby. I got that number for naughty stuff.
And as you can see, there's no dick pics. So
yeah, they all go to the naughty line.
Look, let's go on up.
This is in depth.
Oh wait, there was a meme that he sent.
There's very low reply count from you.
Yeah.
This is very one-sided here. You might have to start putting more effort into this relationship, JM.
Oh, this is
Good evening, Amanda. Sincerely hope that all is well and you're staying dark. Thinking about you a lot.
Oh my God.
Hopefully you're doing all right. Enjoyed your 4th and all of that. But yeah, I hope you're doing well.
I can see your comments, Donna.
Good evening, Amanda. Sincerely hope that all is well and you're staying dark. Thinking about you a lot. Hopefully you're doing all right. Enjoyed your 4th and all of that. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a bit. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for, with everything that's going on. And it was very complicated here with me. Grieving a lot of emotions. Not sure who to reach out to. If I should reach out to you. Anything really at all. Just need a little space to process everything. It's very hard to go back into trying to get attached to somebody else. That's all I'm going to say after you lose somebody that you're very close to. That doesn't mean that I don't want to be attached to you. It doesn't mean that I don't want to work for this. It doesn't mean that I wasn't thinking about you. Or that I don't trust you with my feelings or anything else like that. It's just hard to just...
Oh, it's hard, all right.
Do that. It is. Because you learn that...
Damn. Oh, well. It ain't but another couple of seconds left. So let's keep going.
So I think they get the idea. It's pretty good. I mean, it's...
free.
Yeah, you think?
Desperate. All right, that's the bottom of it. So the most recent message was, yesterday at 10:29 a.m.
Tell them you're having problems paying your car insurance, JM.
Oh, that's next.
Yeah.
Actually, Don had a good idea. I think it's time to take this relationship to the next level, and I think it's time to meet at Square's house.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, well, I got to drop down. I'll holler at y'all, Rich.
All right, I'll talk to you later this evening. See you on.
Poor guy has no idea.
Yeah. I mean, the bad thing is, like, she is so unconcerned about this that he doesn't even have the correct phone number. You know?
Yeah, that's harsh.
Very, very, very harsh. That's not him texting, is it?
No, that was my PlayStation notification.
What's up, Greg? How you doing?
Let's see. Do we want to call Endicott?
I don't know if I guess depending on the narrative of the call, I don't know if I want to put it on my channel. I mean, I don't. I think anything you'd have to do, you'd kind of have to troll. Like, I don't know. Dude, I guarantee you he's gotten a lot of calls. But yeah, I'm always big on, I'm not, I don't think I'm going to do that, Jim. I just don't want to hear it from damn whoever. As much as it's tempting, yeah. I got Bambi's live. Golly, that was.
She's been live.
Is she live every day?
Yeah.
It's like 5 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah, she been live since like 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. Wow. Oh, that your time is 4. It's 5 mine. Yeah.
Hell, why does it say connect to the internet? It says I have no internet.
See, Bob Newhart died?
Yeah, yesterday. Fuck, I'm gonna have to.
We may have just lost JM. He said he said his shitternet was had kicked in. That's probably a good time for me to end it, honestly, because I just got a little nosebleed that I'm trying to stop myself. So hang on. Leg day put this up. Let's see what this is. It's short. Oh wait, there's JM. Hang on 1 second. Screen. Baby Marmar. This is a short video. I'm gonna play this real quick and see if I can get this nosebleed to stop. I'll be RB.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere. It is speculated that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet at this time for your safety. Continue to carry out the following instructions.
Don't drop that dirt. Hey, don't drop that dirt. Don't drop that dirt.
Especially when you're kind of a channel that actually goes after people all day. So it's not something I would want to do. I'm just telling you guys, for all you troll channels out there that are trying to cover this, you look stupid because you literally are exactly the kind of people that Trump hates. And then you're out here trying to pretend you're a Trump supporter. But I digress. That's for the live stream.
So the whole world's freaking out because Trump just trolled everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, guys, I really don't know what else to say outside that Trump just trolled the hell out of everybody. I mean, he literally has people from Tim Pool saying, I don't know about this, but he flip-flops on everything. Tim Pool will flip-flop on a cheeseburger if it's not cheeseburgery enough.
But the point being is that a lot of guys will claim to be Republican or will claim to be Trump supporters and then act exactly like the men that Trump would hate. If anybody's ever read Trump's book, Art of the Deal, which I have, you'll see that he can't stand lazy people. He can't stand people that will always try to just talk their way into a position. That's one of his big things. He can't stand people tattletales. He do the work, put the time, be recognized, and move.
That's Tim Pool. And then you got Ben Shapiro. I love Ben Shapiro, but he's a little weird. He's like, oh, well, I have to tell everybody something. I don't think Trump should have came out and done this. Why, Ben? Because it's something to talk about, or because you don't understand the troll? Like, literally, people say the left can't troll. Sometimes the right can't troll either. And Ben's very good at trolling. So I don't know, guys. I think what we need to focus on is the fact that Trump is back. He literally, at this point, he's the best candidate for us to fix the country. He did it before. I don't care what side of politics or what aisle you're on. I'm considered American. I'm not a conservative and I'm not a Democrat. I am somewhere in the middle where I don't agree at all with the Democrats. So I'm not a Democrat in any sort of way. So I'm not a hardcore conservative and I'm not with this right wing, whatever the hell that is, GOP garbage. I'm an American. That's America first, just like Trump. So it's hard to explain. There's a lot I don't agree with when it comes to conservatives, especially when it comes to like cannabis or guns or things like that, especially these new rhino conservatives that are making their faces known that have been around forever. Like Martin speaks. Gabagool. All right.
You wanna be like me, but you don't know how. First thing, be original. Cause if you get your own style, nigga, figure more. And
I gotta wonder, does he even know what the word rhino means?
He digresses. That comment, JM.
It's
all right, guys.
in name only.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta stop this nosebleed. You guys be good. Thanks for tuning in.
Try tampon.
I've got some these things that are called nampons, and that's what they are. They go in your nose, and they expand with liquid touching them. Very effective, actually.
Have you ever heard of an Israeli bandage?
Actually, yeah. I think I have.
Those they'll collect a lot.
Yeah. They're like butterfly. All right, I gotta go. All right, guys. See y'all later. Have a good one. I'll probably hang out with Unc tonight. Y'all be good. Hey, JM, thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry for the abrupt ending.
No problem. Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Y'all take care.
All right. See you.
Bye.